step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
And we stress the word your. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Good morning. Welcome to it. And we are here for you this morning. And thank you for being here for us, because you are the most important part of this little dynamic. Thank you so much for joining us. Going to be an awesome day. I know we squeeze a lot into these 3 hours, but we are going to have a special focus this morning on women's nutritional needs as they evolve through every chapter of life. And trust me, it is essential that you plug into this conversation, from building strong bones in your 20s to keeping the energy levels soaring in your 40s and beyond. There is magic to be unlocked in every phase, and we love that. And someone who is unlocking a lot of magic in this current phase of her life, the very ever-dynamic Delucia Daniels, is in the house to share her journey through the world of radio and content creation. She's an award winner doing amazing things. She's also going to bring us the latest buzz from the entertainment streets, and she doesn't hold back, and we are here for that. And then finally, we're going to mark the end of an era. I might get a little emotional with this one. We say goodbye to an absolute icon, Muvhango. After 28 years on SABC2, the much-beloved soapy airs its final episode tonight. This is massive, and we're going to celebrate the stories, the characters, the talent that it's given to South Africa. As we always say, we live in that lane being called the talent factory, and I'm surrounded by talent, and I love it. I'm here for that every single morning, and luckily you get to plug into that as well. So I'm going to say a very good morning, my beautiful friend. How are you, Zanzan?
Oh, good morning, my Graham. Oh, you are so amazing. I'm already just so energized with your vibes from Cape Town. And Mzansi, Graham is throwing to us here in Johannesburg at the Samsung DQX Experience Center, where we get to be right here at Design Quarter. And friend, I genuinely feel like today is going to be a special show. Why? I mean, did you just hear that menu? But then on top of all of that, we still got so much to do outside of it. And I cannot wait for it. It's going to be delicious indeed. But siyanamkela to the biggest and best breakfast show. And no matter where you are, Siti Molweni, Sanbonani, Goeiemorgen, and of course, all in the name of Muvhango, saying goodbye to us after 28 years. I think it's going to be so special, and I cannot wait for us to get into it. But for now, I'm so excited for us to get into dressing our gorgeous Barbie. My Carissa, how can we, as your beautiful fellow South Africans, help you out this morning, my gorgeous?
Oh, good morning, beautiful Zanele. I see you definitely got the floral agenda, so let me tell you, you are right on trend. But good morning, Mzansi. I hope that you're having a fabulous start to your Tuesday. And thank you so much for choosing Expresso right here on S3. Now, we have got a duty on hand, all right? I need you to help me choose on this Tuesday something absolutely fantastic. So, as we know, warm days are afoot. It is August, but in a couple of weeks, we're going to be celebrating spring, and today is Tuesday. And I'm switching things up with not one but two looks from Woolworths. Now, these are the newest looks that they are releasing out into the wild, and we get to choose which one we're going for. So we've got option one over here, florals for spring. It's groundbreaking. It is a matching floral poplin set. I absolutely love this midi skirt that cinches in at the waist as well, and pairing that with a double strap, effortlessly comfortable sandal. And then, of course, you've got the woven tote to go along with it. It's just giving effortlessly boho chic. I absolutely love option one, but then you get option two, which just takes it up a notch. A easy breezy yellow pleated in the waist, beautiful dress. Now, this color I've been told is my color. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. We're going to cinch it in also with a wonderful leather-like belt, as well as some gold handlings, bringing in that fisherman detail on the sandals. And then, of course, the leather-like belt to go with the bag is going to be absolutely gorgeous, elevating this look and looking as polished as ever. So you have option one over here, the florals for spring, or option two over here with our butter yellow, which according to me is just the Pantone color of the year, all right? So head over to our Expresso social media pages and go ahead and select which options you would love for me to wear. In a couple of minutes from now, I will be changing into something really good. And don't forget to include that hashtag styled by Woolies, and then we'll see exactly which direction we'll go this upcoming spring. Well, let's get into your national news headlines just to make sure that the day gets kick-started, right? And we start out here where the South African Police Union has urged the government to classify police killings as treason after 3 officers were shot dead in recent days. Now, a crime prevention officer in Mpumalanga was killed while responding to a robbery, and 2 detectives from Johannesburg's Florida station were slain while transporting a prisoner. Zimbabwean national Jabulani Tabang, the escapee, remains at large. Now, a 150,000 rand reward is offered for information leading to his arrest. SAPU's Lebisa Tobukale says the state has a duty to protect officers. In other news in South Africa, Stats SA says South Africa's manufacturing production grew 1.9% in June 2025 compared with a year earlier, up from May's 0.5% rise. Now, the increase was driven mainly by the food and beverages sector, which contributed 1.4 percentage points, followed by petroleum, chemical, rubber and plastic products. Month-on-month production was unchanged from May, despite growth in previous months. Now, manufacturing sales climbed 2.4%, boosted equally by the food and beverage sector and the motor vehicles and transport equipment division. In your international news-making headlines, the African Development Bank plans to contribute $500 million towards a 10 billion rand airport at Bishoftu, 45 kilometers south of Addis Ababa. Set to replace the capital's Bole Airport, the new hub will handle up to 110 million passengers annually and is partly funded by Ethiopian Airlines. Construction is scheduled to begin at the end of 2025. The AFDB calls the project, quote, transformational, end quote, aiming to boost continental integration as well as connectivity. Ethiopian Airlines remains Africa's largest carrier by revenue and fleet. Meanwhile, the UN Human Rights Office has condemned an Israeli airstrike in Gaza that killed 6 journalists, including 5 from Al Jazeera. Israel alleged one victim, correspondent Anas al-Sharif, was linked to Hamas but provided little evidence. Now, media groups and several governments, including the UK, have called for an independent investigation. The attack, which struck a journalist's tent, has been described by press freedom organizations as a targeted killing, prompting outrage as well as renewed calls to protect media workers in conflict zones. And let's close off here celebrating Women's Month, where Christy Payne is proving that heart strength and a little buzz can go a long way. Based in the beautiful KwaZulu-Natal Midlands, the award-winning beekeeper started out with just a few hives after working as a game ranger. Now she's mentoring 17 mostly female beekeepers, helping them build skills and incomes in a field once dominated by men. Now, Christy also encourages farmers to plant bee-friendly crops that support both nature and food security. One of only 3 certified honey and mead judges in South Africa, her mission is sweet and simple: empower women and protect bees. Because without them, the world just wouldn't bloom and be the same. That is where we leave your first bit of news for this morning. It's time to check in with your sports with Gray.
Well, getting set to leave the hive pretty soon. We're going to start with rugby and a very strong Springbok squad. In fact, Rassie Erasmus has named 18 World Cup winners in his Springbok squad for Saturday's Rugby Championship opener up against Australia at Ellis Park. Siya Kolisi starts at number 8 for the first time in a Bok jersey. Then Eben Etzebeth, he extends his record to 134 caps, now moving into the world's top 10 most capped players. And he's still got a lot in that tank. Then Mani Lebok and Grant Williams steer a very exciting backline as the Boks obviously chase a 5th straight win over the Wallabies. All the best of luck, gents. Now, of course, we're also taking a deep breath ahead of the English Premier League season, and Jack Grealish is set to join Everton, it seems, on loan for the 25-26 season. That was after falling out of favour at Man City, making only 7 league starts last term. The 29-year-old England international signed for a then British record of £100 million in 2021. He'll now become Everton's marquee summer signing as David Moyes looks to strengthen ahead of their Premier League opener. That happens at Leeds on the 18th of August. I think a great move for him. Now we get back into Spanish football as the Spanish Football Federation has now approved moving Barcelona's 20th of December La Liga match against Villarreal to Miami's Hard Rock Stadium in what would be the first top-flight league game staged outside of Europe. So the plan, pending UEFA and FIFA approval, comes ahead of La Liga's winter break and follows the precedent of Spain's Super Cup being held in Saudi Arabia. Great way to widen the circle and promote the game. Now let's get back onto tennis. And Carlos Alcaraz overcoming a second set lapse to beat Damir Dzumhur 6-1, 2-6, 6-3 in his first match since the Wimbledon final. The Spaniard, who made 44 unforced errors uncharacteristically, then steadied himself in the decider to progress at the Cincinnati Open, where he was, of course, runner-up last year. Meanwhile, third seed Alexander Zverev, he cruised past US wildcard entry Nasresh Basavaredi 6-3, 6-3 in just 66 minutes to send a message there as well. And that's where we leave our sport for now. We'll touch on those headlines again around 7 o'clock and again at 8. But right now, brand new day. It is freezing outside in parts. Let's get a full scope of our weather.
Thank you so much, G-Man. In environmental news this morning, Minister of Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment, Dion George, has reaffirmed South Africa's strong backing that's for urgent global action on plastic pollution. Now, speaking from Geneva, where a South African delegation is attending UN negotiations, George says the goal is legally binding treaty. Plastic production has surged from 2 million tonnes in 1950 to 470 million tonnes in 2022. Now, South Africa has drafted regulations to ban all microplastics, with penalties of up to 10 million rand or 20 years in prison for repeat offenders. Let's move into that sunrise view of this hour on this Tuesday morning. This one sent from out in Atlantis in the Western Cape. Adonia representing Atlantis so incredibly well. Adonia, we absolutely adore this image. Atlantis has never looked this beautiful. And thank you for catching, as Raul would say, that pre-burn just peeking through there, through those trees. 17 degrees is what you can expect on your side of town. And if you're from Atlantis, everybody thank Adonia for sharing that view with us. 0630369649 is how you get in touch with us, and that's to share your morning view as we get into your temperatures so you can prepare for your Tuesday.
And just like that, you know exactly what your temperatures look like around the country today. And Mzansi, I can't believe this day has finally come. What am I talking about? Well, today we are bidding farewell to Muvhango after 28 years. And this is why we got to get into a good morning post that gives it the final goodbye that it truly deserves. Now listen to this. Hashtag Expresso Show is where you can find us on all social media platforms. And of course, we also want to get you to send in those voice notes at 0630369649 and let us know, my friend, after 28 years of Muvhango, what has been your favorite moment or your favorite character that you've genuinely gotten to know about all through this time? And I know that in terms of South Africa, this specific soapy that is coming to an end, it has been such a big part of not just entertainment, but I feel like even part of our democratic story. So I know you've got a moment and we want to hear from you. Come on through hashtag Expresso Show and let us know, all in the name of the Good Morning Post. Now, we got so much that's still on the way, but for now, let's go find out from our beautiful Cape Town family what is first up on the menu. Guys, what's going down?
Well, thank you, first of all, for framing that so beautifully. Absolutely love it. I can remember coming on air on the SABC and being a part of that Muvhango magic. It did tell the South African story. So please honour them. And as one cycle, I suppose, wraps up and comes to an end, at just 28, a new cycle begins. In fact, I'm starting to realise at the age that I am, we unlock magic with every new chapter, but it requires a recalibration. And when it comes to the female journey, very much so. It is vital that you eat right, you train right for the phase of life that you're in, and then you can unlock the magic. And we're going to dive right into what that journey needs to look like. How do you get the right nutrition to build strong bones and joints at the right phase of life? How do you look after your body, get the energy when you need it most? Love that. Then, of course, we know the most important part, move it or lose it. We want you to get up. We want you to be active. We want you to pick up weights, even just pick up your own body weight and move. And we're going to look at specifically at what that looks like for over 50s. If you're wanting to feel energized, you've got to put the energy back into your body, and it starts with movement. And we've got an amazing panel and team here to help you get moving, get thinking, get inspired to start moving differently. So get ready for bucket loads of inspiration and, yes, a little bit of movement and something delicious. After the break, we'll see you now.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this gorgeous Tuesday. It is Women's Month, and we are still focused on all women's needs, especially when it comes to nutrition. Now, we know that those change dramatically over a lifetime, shaped by age and lifestyle, also hormones most importantly, and your health goals. From supporting bone health in your 20s to boosting energy out in your 40s, the right diet can really transform how you feel and also how you show up in the world and perform. And with so much conflicting advice out there, it's hard to know what really works for each stage of your life, which is why today we are joined by registered dietitian Kerry Seedy as well as biokineticist Jocelyn Natachan to break it all down and give you all the information that you need. So ladies, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
I have to say, this is a really interesting conversation because through every phase of your life, it just feels like I need a refresh on this decade. What do I need to do? So, Kerry, maybe I can start with you about the important nutrition priorities, perhaps, in your 20s and in your 30s, and do they differ?
Yes, yeah. So obviously, I think very importantly is setting up good sort of starting strategies early in your 20s, preventing excessive weight gain. So often when in your early 20s, a lot of people are studying or starting new jobs. School sport's not mandatory anymore because you're not at school. So a lot of people sort of exercise goes to the wayside. You could be partying quite a bit. So adopting healthy eating habits early on, very important. Obviously 20s and 30s, women are going through sort of your menstruation and childbearing years. So iron, very important. Folic acid, assuring adequate intake from there is very important.
And would you suggest that from supplements, or it's available in food too?
Yeah, so depending on if you're vegetarian or vegan, I definitely suggest either having a multivit with iron in it, or supplementing just with iron itself. But obviously, if you're having enough meat, fish, and chicken in your diet, you should be getting adequate iron in, especially if you include sort of red meat twice a week.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
I like that. Fish and chicken.
Yeah.
Yes, all of the above. Fish and chicken, and twice a week with that red meat. Joss, you work with clients in their 20s, so you've got quite a on-the-ground idea of what is actually happening. So how do you help them build habits when it comes to exercise that maybe will last into your 30s and last a lifetime?
Yeah, so I think that's a really important question, and I find that it's about creating that positive and healthy relationship towards exercise, kind of understanding why we're doing it and why it's benefiting us, not only on the physical aspect, but that mental side. Like Harry said, like we're going through a lot of transition phases, we're studying, starting new careers. So there's a lot of transition periods. So it's all about starting that healthy, positive relationship with our exercise to create that foundation so that we can go into our age as we grow, just having that connection with exercise and the benefits thereof.
I love that. I feel like a revelation has just hit so many people, especially women. Like, we would often use exercise as punishment.
Yes.
Whatever you take in, you're trying to punish your body to get out, but creating that healthy habit and connection, so vital. So thank you for that reminder as well. Kerry, back to nutrition. Protein, please, let's talk about it. Protein and women, that conversation needs to be had. And also your calcium intake in particular.
Yeah.
How does that shift, especially as you approach the next decade in your 40s?
Yeah. So calcium especially becomes important as you age. You know, women are more at risk for osteoporosis, osteopenia, and that kind of thing. Calcium requirements actually go up as after 50. But it's important with bone density to establish a good calcium and vitamin D intake early on, because, you know, playing catch up later on in life, it's much harder, you know. So ensuring enough, so we normally recommend sort of 2 dairy servings a day, whether it's milk, yogurt, cheese, that kind of thing, just to ensure adequate calcium intake. Yeah, in terms of protein, you know, it's important to have a balanced diet. As one ages, your muscle mass naturally declines. So weight-bearing exercises, you would know, in terms of maintaining lean muscle mass, ensuring adequate protein combined with your training to ensure maintenance of lean muscle mass is important as you age.
And I love that you've mentioned that, because I was going to ask you just to weigh in on it. Like, how important is weight training? Often cardio is what girlies go for, but you got to pick up those weights.
So strength training is so important. It's building that bone mineral density and that muscle mass. So that's kind of protecting our joints, allowing us to do daily activities, going on hikes, exercising throughout. So strength training is very important as we go.
I love that. I've even seen these videos on TikTok with people saying you do this exercise in order to do this daily activity, like picking up your groceries, you know what I'm saying, strengthening your knees, strengthening your upper body as well. So it really is functional too at the end of the day. Okay, Kerry, back to you. You know, we got to get all the boxes ticked. What simple everyday food swaps could we sort of incorporate in our lives, especially to boost women's long-term health?
Yeah. So from an anti-inflammatory point of view, the omega-3 fats are very important. So ensuring enough sort of naturally oily fish like salmon, mackerel, herring, trout, which I'll talk about later in terms of menopause and perimenopause. We'll touch on it. But also just going fat-free where you can. So dairy products, going fat-free yogurt, fat-free milk, cutting out that saturated fat, very important. And in terms of carbohydrates, just going high fiber, low GI, cut out the refined white starches, also an important thing to do.
It's like the basics that we just have to remind ourselves to do, right?
Yeah,
Thank you for that. I hope that you're sitting down taking notes somewhere, Zanzi. Top advice when it comes to consistency, Jocelyn, please. On an ending note for now, because we do have a part 2, what can we do? The big C word. How do we show up every day?
Yes, so you literally took the answer out of my mouth. It was literally just about showing up. It's not about this perfectionist and getting this solid routine down. We're human beings. We're going through this life together. So it's all about just showing up for that walk that you promised with your friend, going for that dance class, trying something new, just keeping that promise to yourself that we're going to continue to show up, because it's overall just going to be benefiting ourselves so that we can serve that energy for ourselves and to others throughout our day.
I love that. Let's honor our bodies together. This is what it's all about, not punishment, but just taking care of ourselves and making sure that in the future, 20s, 30s, 40s and beyond are definitely taken care of. So thank you, ladies, so much. Part 2 is coming your way in a bit. As Kerry said, we're going to be touching on menopause, perimenopause. So if you're in that category, 40 plus, then you definitely want to stick around for that, though. For now, we have to get into some fitness. You can see I've got the gear going. So let's see exactly what we're getting into.
You might notice I don't have the gear on, so I think I dodged a bit of a bullet this morning, but I understand through my own health journey as I move through my next phase of life how vitally important it is to answer the body's call. And this Women's Month, it's all about being strong at every stage. Give your body what it needs. And this morning celebrates the power, resilience and vitality of women over 50. Probably the most trusted brain set that we have. Now let's look after the bodies that look after those brains. Discover gentle yet effective exercise, tailored tips, motivation to help you stay active, confident, which I love, and thriving in every stage of life. And we've got the amazing Hilary Lum, breast cancer survivor, and Zelda O'Brien, fitness enthusiast. This is their passion and purpose, and they're here to take my friends through a very busy exercise routine. Sorry, I tried to add as much energy as I could to the conversation just to... before I leave, though, I want to ask, because often being my work wife, she doesn't listen to a word I say.
Never.
It's got to come from a complete stranger, okay? Not that you guys are complete strangers, but I think you understand. But for a woman moving through the phases of life beyond 40 into 50 and 60, why is it so important to have a weight in your hand and to move your body?
So important to actually do weight-bearing exercise because of bone density. You want to, ensure that you have muscle going into your 50s and your 60s and beyond, and your bones are strong.
So you can be fitter than you've ever been in your entire life.
Oh, I love to see it.
Exactly.
Okay, enough nonsense talk from me.
Okay, work husband,
good
get
luck,
out of
ladies.
here,
Enjoy.
man. All right, Hilary and Zelda, what are we getting into? Oh, there's my cans.
Good morning, everybody.
morning.
Yeah,
No, those
we've
are your
got,
weights.
My
not your
weights, my
cans.
weights.
Today we're adding some resistance using some cans. This is something you can do in the morning in your kitchen as you are getting ready for your day and you bring some coffee. And we thought, let's just start working the
Beautiful.
top sort of areas that you want to work, arms, abs and glutes. And we're going to do a full body 5-minute workout, giving you some exercises you can do in your own comfort of your own home.
All right, you heard that. Grab
Okay.
yourself some weights and let's get into it.
So we are going to start with some static lunges, and we're just going to be warming up the full body here, arms, glutes, keeping your abs nice and tight. Let's do 5 more. And then we are going to hold it down here, and we are going to pull up, slow and controlled. There we go. Working the arms, working the glutes.
What a
working
difference
the
this
thighs.
makes at just a couple of grams, just to add that extra
Exactly.
weight,
Just
eh?
adding some weight.
Helping you feel the burn early
Yeah, it's good, it's good.
Okay,
I'm not
it's
mad at
good.
this.
Right, we're going to switch sides. Okay, back down again. We're just going to do the same. Warming up the glutes, warming up the arms, and using some resistance. And then we can just pulling up
Pulling up.
other side, working the arms, working the glutes, working the legs.
and
Yeah,
keeping
my
everything
legs are
tight.
working.
There we go. Yeah.
Got you. Keep it tight, keep it tight.
There we go.
Keep it tight.
Right, now we're going to work some waist as well. We're just going to be going from side to side, keeping the tummy in, chest out.
And do we
There we
bend our
go.
legs as we're going
Yeah,
down?
soft
bend.
bend.
Soft knees.
Keep the knees soft.
When you get to that age, you try and keep everything soft,
Yes, I like it.
comfortable.
Soft and flowing.
Okay, and now we're going to do some forward raises. Just lifting up and down gently. Let's do 5 more of these. Holding your core in. Keeping your arms straight. And working the arms at the same time. Very good. And now we're going to do some bingo wings.
Bingo wings. Oh.
Yes, we
Okay.
don't want the bingo wings, so we
Ah,
are
like
fighting
that
them.
upper arm.
Yeah, the triceps.
Yeah.
working those so when we play bingo we don't
Yes, exactly.
The bingo wings, that's hilarious.
And we're going to do 5 more of those, holding it out at the end. There we go, really.
I love that we're
Pushing it
working
out.
upper body. We often forget to as
Yes,
women
exactly.
too.
So nice going into summer to have a toned upper body.
Right. Wear
And
those
all
dresses.
Dresses and t-shirts all coming out soon. Okay, and now we're going to do a full lifting your cans all the way up.
There we go. Perfect.
And there we go. Let's do 5 more of these.
I feel like I'm earning my coffee.
There you
There
go.
we go.
And whatever's in these cans.
Yeah,
Some tom yum soup.
Get some inspiration for supper tonight.
Absolutely.
Go.
2 in
Some
1.
healthy protein. And let's do 2 more of these. Okay. And see how easy it is to just bring in the cans into your workout. And now we can have the arms on the shoulders and we're just going to twist and we work in the waist.
Nice.
There we go. Holding the core in, keeping the hips facing forward.
I love how we are 4 minutes in and this really so far has been a full body.
It's been a
Legs
full
have
body
moved,
already.
arms.
Exactly. Exactly.
Abs,
I
everything.
know.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And now we're going to do some stretching up. Other side. Let's do 5 more of these. Really working the waist and the arms. There we go.
In sync, I got you.
In sync, there we go.
Me, I was out of rhythm.
Okay,
Okay, the last one, let's do a nice finisher.
let's do a nice finisher. Okay, we're going to be rolling our shoulders up
That's nice.
to the back and then rolling to the front.
Woo.
Woo.
The stretch is in.
Yes,
The
now
muscles
we're ready
are warm.
to start the day.
Body is feeling
exactly.
good.
And one deep
One more.
breathe in. And out.
Ladies, this has
Thank
been
you.
incredible. Big shout out, let me step
Yay.
forward here to Hilary and Zelda for coming through
Thank you.
with the inspiration. I hope that you joined us along with us, Mzansi. And listen, all you need, butternut soup, Thai
2
curry
cans.
soup, 2 cans, and let's go warm up that body and make sure that we're building that muscle density. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good job.
I've been sitting here trying to think of a segue from training into nutrition, and I don't need to because they've got the nutrition in the training. I don't think it matters what flavor soup you use, whether a denser soup or a lighter soup is going to help you just get moving. But it does beg the question, what is the right kind of nutrition when you hit that phase of life? Just like your training needs change, what you put into your body to give it back also needs to shift, and we'll continue with our amazing panel discussing exactly how you can approach that phase of life. Then I'm sorry, I'm going to take you back into the pain. The Proteas, after showing so much promise, faltering in Darwin. We'll find out exactly what went wrong and what we need to work on ahead of the next big one. After this, we'll see you now.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's true, it is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Tuesday, and it's a Health Tuesday. Now, as women get older, life changes like pregnancy, perimenopause, and menopause bring unique challenges for health and also nutrition. Now, these transitions can affect energy and bone density and your metabolism, as well as recovery. But with the right exercise plan and eating strategy, women can navigate these changes with strength and, of course, with confidence. And that's why we brought back our panel today. Kerry Seedy still here and Justin Natakhan back to talk a little bit more about age-specific advice for managing hormonal shifts and staying healthy throughout every single chapter of your life. Now, ladies, we touched on 20s, we've touched on 30s, a bit on 40s. I think let's go a little bit beyond this as well. Very curious because I'm trying to also prepare myself for the future, you know. So what are some of the important dietary changes, Kerry, that we really can think about and consider when women go through perimenopause as well as menopause?
Yeah, so what becomes very important, obviously, you know, dealing with the symptoms of perimenopause and menopause, dietary influences have a big role. So going for a very anti-inflammatory diet, so focusing on your omega-3 fats, like I mentioned earlier, salmon, mackerel, herring, tuna, including flaxseed. Flaxseed also helps to lower blood pressure. And then also just cutting out the refined carbs, focusing on low GI, also reducing salt intake, and then obviously, as mentioned previously, sort of calcium, vitamin D, just to ensure you've got adequate intake to ensure adequate bone density going into your 50s.
You mentioned anti-inflammatory. I just want to touch on that for a second. Why is it important to have an anti-inflammatory diet or lifestyle?
Yes, so any inflammation, sort of like hot flushes and that kind of thing, is linked to inflammation in the body. So by having an anti-inflammatory diet, you're sort of counteracting those side effects of menopause.
Okay, that's so important to do. We don't want to have you experiencing all these things, but when it comes to exercise, maybe we can also help prevent them, Joss. So how do we sort of adapt our exercise, change it, switch it up when it comes to preparing for perimenopause and menopause?
Yes, so as our bone mineral density decreases and estrogen drops because as we age, we can actually combat that by doing strength training to reduce the risk of osteoporosis and fractures in the body by strength training, but also doing a bit of cross training. We can also go swimming, dancing, walking, still moving the body so that we can still be healthy and strong, but mainly doing that body weight exercises, putting strength on the muscles and the bones will help us combat and reduce the risk of that osteoporosis and the fractures in the body.
And sometimes it's important to start small. Go for that walk. You know what I mean? Take 30 minutes to just see what's happening outside and come back. And you can always build it up from
those
there.
small wins, that good foundation of exercise and knowing why we're doing it.
Exactly. People are often intimidated. No, we start small and we build from there, as Justin said. When it comes to vitamins and minerals, Kerry, let's get into this, especially with women over 50. How important does that become? And if maybe you can rehash on the things that we do need. I remember you said calcium.
So over 50, so between the ages of 20 to 40 or 20 to 50, I should say, calcium requirements about 1,000 milligrams a day. The minute you turn 50, it goes up to 1,200 milligrams per day. So ensuring adequate calcium intake. For my ladies in their 50s, I normally do recommend a good combination calcium, vitamin D, magnesium supplement. And vitamin D becomes important as well. So vitamin D, calcium, essential for bone mineral density.
And we're talking about quality supplements, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So adequate.
Make sure.
Yes. So ensuring the bioequivalent is absorbed.
Yes, of course. We want to make sure you guys are good, or ladies rather, that you're feeling good. What's the best way to stay active, Joss, to ensure that injury is not something that we do incur on ourselves, especially as we get older? You mentioned something about fracturing bones, or you know, as you get older, it does become a bit more brittle.
Yes, so I think the main thing is loading, so management load. So as we go through the week, say we're using our 5 kilogram dumbbells, and you're like, okay, it's getting lighter, and I'm feeling I'm getting stronger, then we can go a little bit heavier, so that we manage that risk of injury, but also strengthening our body at the same time and still building. So also doing that healthy tracking of your exercises so that you can see where I'm at and kind of where I want to go and how much stronger I am getting throughout the week. So looking back and being like, wow, I could only do this and now I'm doing this. It's just those small wins like you said, and yeah.
That sense of
positive about it.
accomplishment is unmatched.
Yes,
I remember when I was on my running journey and it was like when you're tracking yourself going, wait, last week I couldn't do this and now I'm making
Exactly.
small increments of improvement.
Exactly.
That is amazing. Okay, Carrie, strategies. Let's talk about how we're approaching this thing head on, especially with women who struggle with sort of managing their weight, linking that to hormonal shifts. I think that sometimes we can use the excuse of it's just my hormones, therefore the weight's not going to move. So what sort of strategies can we implement?
Yeah, so, focusing, I've always been a big advocate of Mediterranean type of lifestyle and dietary intake. A lot of the blue zones in the world are Mediterranean.
Right.
So for longevity and heart health and cardiovascular health specifically, I focus more on Mediterranean type eating, so that's more chicken and fish, limiting red meat to sort of like twice a week. Focus on those anti-inflammatory foods, ensuring adequate calcium, vitamin D intake, as we mentioned earlier, but also with hormonal shifts in the body and fluid retention that can often happen later in life, limiting processed foods and salt intake, very important, and then cutting out those refined sugars, so that we get from like sweets and biscuits and the hidden ones and like rusks and
Listen, we love our rusks over here, but moderation is key is what I'm
for
hearing.
sure.
Yeah.
But just ensuring an adequate healthy eating, healthy lifestyle, ensuring enough exercise, and just really having a balanced lifestyle, and hydration also essential. So also helps with fluid retention, and in terms of fluid requirements, a usable thing to know is sort of 30 mils per kilogram body weight it gives you a guide in terms of your fluid requirements.
Yeah.
So it also prevents overeating and helps with weight management long term.
And hydration, you mean water?
Yes.
Okay, I think we've got to make that clear because people are sitting with the coffee and the tea, which we love, but
Yes.
water is vital.
It has to be caffeine free.
Very important.
Yeah.
Thank you ladies so much. I feel like I'm so empowered for this decade and for decades to come. Very encouraging as well. And yes, that Mediterranean diet we're all incorporating, maybe with a rusk every now and then. All right? It is allowed, but we appreciate you, Joss, as well as Kerry. And we hope to see you soon. That's your Health Tuesday wrapped up for now. Ladies, I hope that you are feeling prepared and also definitely equipped with some great knowledge.
Absolutely brilliant conversation. Thank you so much. Keep those questions coming if you want us to delve a little bit deeper with another session. We'd love to take the lead from you this morning. Now, after we strive to find balance, I'm going to throw it all out of balance right now, because if you win Powerball or Powerball Plus this weekend, it's going to go crazy. 47 million rand is sitting in the total estimated jackpots today, so please don't miss out. Play your Powerball for an estimated 10 million rand and then Powerball Plus for an estimated 37 million rand today. It's massive. Go and get your tickets. You can do it in store when they open. nationallottery.co.za online right now. You can use their mobile app right now. You can use your own cell phone banking setup, or you can dial *120 *7529 hash and get the USSD. So simple. We've made it even easier by keeping those details on the Expresso social. So when you take in our amazing content, you can also be reminded of those details. And then please just push a play Powerball and Powerball Plus for 47 million rand in the jackpot today. Okay, before we get ahead of ourselves, we still do have a show to get through, so let's find out what's coming up next.
Oh, honey, you could be a millionaire. All you got to do is get yourself that ticket. However, still coming up on this show, we already are rich. We're rich with beautiful things that we get to celebrate and have some fun with, okay? So first and foremost, we get to have conversations around how it is that Australia was able to outgun the Proteas in a Darwin thriller, or rather, just in terms of what exactly is happening there. We're going to get into it, and then we're also going to be jumping on into a sweet and sour apple curry. Friends, it sounds weird, I know. Just give it some time. Let it land. Let us cook. We're going to get there, and then we'll all do it together, okay? We're going to do all of this and more right after the break. We'll see you after it.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we delve back into a little bit of sport, a bit of a bitter pill to swallow, I'm sorry, but we need to understand what went wrong. Australia claimed a 17-run victory over the Proteas in the first T20 International at the Marara Oval, powered by Tim David's explosive 83 and then Josh Hazelwood, a 3 for 27 with ball in hand. Proteas, they fought hard but fell short, extending their winless bilateral series streak. Adrian Indley, Good Hope FM sports presenter, joins us to tell us what went wrong and what we can do to stop Australia, who are on a bit of a streak at the moment. Buddy, thank you so much for being here so early to relive the pain. We went into this with a lot of promise, maybe forgetting that Australia are in the rich vein of form that they're in. What went wrong for the Proteas? I know T20 can turn on a dime. Where did we fall short?
Yeah, I mean, where do we start?
At which point?
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, yeah, like you said, a lot of promise. All the sort of players that are coming back from that test-winning squad as well. So there was lots of excitement going into this match. But I definitely think if you want to point to a moment, I don't want to put it on one player, but unfortunately, that Tristan Stubbs drop of Tim David.
It's going to happen, and Tim, of course, destroyer.
Like at that stage, he was like just over 50, ended up getting just over 80. So if you want to do the maths quickly, we ended up losing by about 12 runs. So that was a really crucial point. If we had gotten him out early, there would have been a huge boost for us.
I think they're very clear when they train and they manage these T20 squads to look at things differently so that individuals don't feel that kind of pressure. And they have to, because T20 is a different dynamic. And if you had to look at the overall performance of this team, to have Australia at where they were during that power play, they were still under 50, I think, at that point. You would think that from a team perspective, that's when the teeth must sink in and we must go for the kill, because you've got to chat. Are we missing a bit of that kind of attitude in those crunch moments? I know it's early days in the season, but what would you be screaming at the players in the dressing room?
Definitely. I think at one stage, I mean, Australia was 76 for 6.
Yeah.
And you look at something like that, and you're like, cool, this is the point where you want to completely put your foot on and just sort of see it out. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. We weren't clinical enough, you know. There was a stage where we should have been going for the kill, like you said, but just our bowling was getting a little bit more inconsistent. We weren't taking wickets as regularly as we were. And again, don't take away from Tim David. He absolutely stood up and gave it his all and ultimately helped Australia cross that line, even though they had such a shaky start.
Ryan Rickleton, under pressure, what did you make of his showing?
I mean, Ryan Rickleton, look, he's always been a good player. He has been a little bit inconsistent recently, and also he's sort of been given that starring role. Look, you're going to be opening for us now. And he spoke about that just before the match started. But I think, look, given the circumstances, he put in a very good display. I mean, 77 runs. Wasn't getting much support at all.
I was going to say, despite what was happening around him, that's often a real mark of success, seeing a couple of the catches going down. I mean, this Australian side have their tails up, and that's great. You want to play against the best in form to be able to test yourself. What do we need to do differently? Can we say this is an individual, come on, we need you to put your hands up because that's why you're in the squad? Or can the team manage the way that they're governing their group performance slightly differently, do you think?
No, it's definitely a team thing at the end of the day. I think if we look at our openers, we need our batters to sort of make a more considerable contribution from the start. I mean, obviously, if you're losing wickets early, it puts a lot of pressure on the middle order. The middle order crumbled in this last match. So I think just from the get-go, I think our bowling, it's always been good. We have amazing bowlers. I just like to see more from our batsmen, especially hitting boundaries. I mean, our first 6 only came from KG, like way into our innings. So I think we need to see a little bit more consistency with hitting boundaries, especially from the top.
Maybe just a little confidence to back yourselves. And you would have thought coming out of, and I know it's a slightly altered squad, but coming out of a world-beating performance in the Test arena, that we would have had that confidence coming in. Do we see this as a pull the squad together, build for future potential big tournament kind of vibe? Because we do kind of have that window in the T20 space right now. can you allow yourself to do that? Because do you take something away from those players who are ready to fire, who you need to be on top form? You can't always be preparing your squad. At some point, you've got to be kind of on form, especially against an Australian team that's playing like this.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we are prepping for next year's T20 World Cup, and these are the matches where we go, look, we actually need to sort of iron down a team now. We can't be testing the waters all the time, as you
Or
say.
looking for the next guy who's going to give us what we need.
We need our players now, when really there's no pressure right now. I mean, we aren't playing for anything big here. This is the time when you need your big hitters to actually step up and say, look, I want to be in that T20 squad for the World Cup. So definitely, I mean, look, we're playing this morning again, 11:15. I'm hopeful that we will sort of take what we learned from this first match. Look, we didn't lose by that big a margin. It wasn't a blowout.
It almost makes it more frustrating to know that we had this one in our hands. I think the power play was where it all fell apart, where we could have wrestled a little bit more control, but I'm sitting on the sidelines. Not even on the sidelines, sitting on my couch watching from home. So I'll keep quiet and let the Proteas do what they do a little bit later this morning up against an Australian team that is on fire at the moment. Adrian, thank you so much, my friend. Are you ready? I'm going to ask you, because we will talk a little bit of rugby later in the week, I have no doubt. Are you ready for the Rugby Championship, my friend?
Man, I'm so excited. I'm so, especially the team that Rusty's chosen. Maybe we'll get some revenge on Australia as well for the Proteas when we face them on Saturday.
I have a feeling.
I can't wait. Especially the test against New Zealand. That's what I'm frothing for.
I have a feeling the world of rugby is frothing for that one as well, whether it's rugby, whether it's cricket. We know the RSA is running thick this morning. Adrian, thank you so much, buddy. Look forward to talking a little rugger later in the week.
Yes, sir.
All right, so Zanele did give you a heads up when she said apple curry. She said, let us cook, all right? Let's go through this slowly, because I'm telling you it's going to transform something in your brain chemistry. Now, Women's Month is in full swing, and we're about to shine the spotlight on beloved cookbook author and foodie, our girl Kamini Patha, as we recreate a dish close to her heart. Now, her unique take on a sweet and sour apple curry. Now, this one is an ode to her grandmother's cherished recipe. So get ready for a comforting yet vibrant, perfect lunch meal that will have you coming back for seconds. So let's get into it. I'm pretty sure you can hear the sizzling happening in the background. And just like that, Graham appears.
I was sizzling in the background.
You were.
I was just getting up to the requisite temperature to cook something. We're missing the
Very
food. Where's the
interesting,
food?
exactly.
We've got all the condiments and we've got the spices, but I can't
food
find the protein,
is
the
in
food
front of
anywhere.
you. All right, so listen to this.
I know.
An ode to a grandmother.
Oh, I love that.
Sri Lankan heritage.
Beautiful.
And they usually make a green mango curry. So she thought green mango, surely a green apple could also kind of fit that. And it's
feel
a
that.
really interesting combination. So I'll leave you to cut the apple.
Okay, any particular style of apple?
I think just
Slices,
go
just
to your
like
heart's desire.
Slices of apple.
Wedges, slices,
Okay, I'm gonna
however you
just
want
do
the
it.
mouthfeel.
Yeah.
I was listening to you guys yesterday
I'm gonna
to
do it
feel
like-
in your mouth. So we'll go in with just a little bit more olive oil so everything can
Okay,
cook together.
and olive oil, incidentally, you were talking about anti-inflammatory, olive oil right up there. They, in fact, reckon that if you can, I must actually do a bit of research for the exact amount, but something akin to like 2 tablespoons of olive oil is more effective than most medicinal doses of anti-inflammatory for your body.
Well,
so
look
there
at
is something very
that.
magical and special
About olive oil.
About olive oil.
And why the Mediterranean side of the world does that.
These
I've put
blue
in some
zones.
curry leaves, and then we're going to go in with some chili. We're going to do it a little bit spicy to kind of have
There we go.
sweet, sour, spicy, all of the above.
I love it. An apple lends itself to a bit of spice.
It
Hey, it's
does.
got that kind of
It's open.
a beautiful sounding board flavor that I think, if you look at the Cape Malay curries, they lean into the sweetness
Yes,
of a
they
curry.
do.
So I think it's a nice natural fit to sweeten a curry just a little bit. And the apple is going to have so many natural sugar,
I was
natural
going to say that.
sugars
The
in
more you
yeah.
cook it, it's like an onion. It kind of releases the sugar as you go slowly. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. So I've got in with some jalapenos, some garlic, and then you've got the curry ingredients coming through with the mustard seeds,
Very
as well
nice.
as some turmeric or bori, and some delicious chili powder, and of course you got your curry powder.
You know, turmeric is another one that has anti-inflammatory,
Oh, it's amazing.
anti, and pro.
Yeah.
It might be on most nutritionalists' top 5 list. I think it's even got anti-parasite. It's like everything wrapped up in one. Just don't use your fingers when you
Can I tell you,
It's
I've
like
made
a
the
clothing
mistake
dye.
of making a honey and turmeric mask. And I was a little Bart Simpson yellow for about a week straight. So just also,
Can we do that on the show?
please use it
That is
wisely.
so funny.
All right,
Well, I
some salt
suppose,
and
listen,
sugar.
we've been training with soup in our hands, hey, doing self-care with, curry on our face. I don't know, we can do it. We
All of
can
the
do it.
in our mouths and on our face.
I've
I'm gonna
done
go in
a
with the
range
apples.
of sizes and shapes here because I
like
kind of feel like it should be like your meat would be quite random in a or your potato or whatever you're putting into your curry would be quite
You're right.
chunky and random. So I think it'll freak me out to have everything looking the same in a curry. I don't know if that's weird.
No, I completely understand where you're coming from. It's different textures, different vibes. Let me
Yeah,
take this off
mouthfeel.
of
What
you.
did we learn yesterday? Completely
Mouthfeel.
different mouthfeel. Are you getting the aroma,
I
the
am.
pungent? Oh, that is hectic, but
I
it
need
is
to do some
so
liquor.
delicious.
There you go. So we also have apple juice and coconut curry. Please go in with that as much as you want. And basically it's going to cook away and become absolutely delicious. I think it was just the chili that really...
Oh, no, you got full value. I think everything just
Came to
was
me at once.
aerosoled in one moment.
Look at the color of the apples right now, though.
That is gorgeous, because
They've
I was looking at
absorbed.
that.
Yeah.
It's confusing because it's new territory, I think, for
Right.
us. But the flavors match. They're
And
ready
the
to work, and you can tell from the olfactory phase of this process, your nose is like, whoa, hang on.
Flavor
Rich,
center.
beautiful. I like this way of thinking. And now we're going to cream it up. In this coconut curry, eh?
Coconut in
Yeah,
particular.
move past the acrid phase of our smoke.
There you go.
Beautiful. This is,
And you let it cook.
when I talk about plants being my medicine,
Yeah.
and I think people often think that I'm carnivore full, and it's not that. It's just I'm realizing more and more the nuance of what you get out of plants
Yep.
and fruit. Once you dive a little bit deeper in there, that's where the magic is, as I keep saying, because I feel like every day we're discovering new things that are sitting right in our pantry.
Come on.
It's
I love it.
amazing.
God was a genius, let me tell you that much. So this will
Yeah,
cook
yeah.
away just a little bit and get nice and soft and release all the sugar. You'll eventually end up with something that looks like a pickle, actually, like an acha almost.
I was going to say, I thought, are we having a breakfast bowl of acha?
Acha. You
No,
pair
it
that
looks
with some
gorgeous.
rice or naan, and it is a win. So please don't knock it till you try it and experience just a different flavor profile.
Well done. We'll see you now. Sure.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. 1 hour has been wrapped up. 2 more to go. Let's get it started with your national news headlines. Now, in Gauteng, it has generated over 40 billion rand from foreign tourism and 21 billion rand from domestic visitors, and that is in the 2024-2025 financial year. MEC Lebogang Maile revealed that events in the province brought in 8 billion rand. Now, while the sector has faced geopolitical, climate and economic challenges, Maile says Gauteng remains resilient and is rolling out plans to boost tourism and grow local businesses. The province aims to strengthen its position as a top travel destination while building a dynamic, sustainable tourism economy. In other national news, the South African Police Union has urged the government to classify police killings as treason after 3 officers were shot dead in recent days. Now, a crime prevention officer in Mpumalanga was killed while responding to a robbery, and 2 detectives from Johannesburg's Florida station were slain while transporting a prisoner. Zimbabwean national Jabulani Tabang, the escapee, remains at large. 150,000 rand reward is offered for information leading to his arrest. Now, SAPO's Lesiba Tobakale says the state has a duty to protect its officers. In your international news-making headlines, U.S. President Donald Trump says he will push for Russia to return, quote, some territory, end quote, to Ukraine during talks with President Vladimir Putin in Alaska on Friday. Now, Russia occupies about 20% of Ukraine's territory. Calling it a, quote, feel-out meeting, end quote, Trump suggested possible land swaps, but insisted Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky would be consulted before any deal. Now, Kiev has rejected any agreement made without its participation. The Kremlin has meanwhile downplayed prospects of direct talks with Zelensky, while Ukraine's intelligence services says Russia shows no sign of ending the war. Meanwhile, the African Development Bank plans to contribute $500 million towards a $10 billion airport near Bishoftu, 45 kilometers south of Addis Ababa. Set to replace the capital's Bole Airport, the new hub will handle up to 110 million passengers annually and is partly funded by Ethiopian Airlines. Now, construction is scheduled to begin at the end of 2025. The AFDB calls the project, quote, transformational, end quote, aiming to boost continental integration and connectivity. Ethiopian Airlines remains Africa's largest carrier by revenue as well as fleet. And let's close off with this story. In Wiltshire, England, a triplet baby goat named Lil was born so small and could curl up in one hand, just 12 centimeters tall and 1/3 of the weight of her sisters. Now, too weak to stand or feed, she was rescued by farm staff, wrapped in warm towels and lovingly tube-fed. Then along came Luna and Naya, the resident border collies, who fell head over paws for her. Now, they adored her, washing, cuddling, and curling up beside her. With markings just like a real sheepdog, Lil even looks like part as she trots after her adoptive parents, already practicing her herding skills and proving that love can turn a fragile little runt into one of the pack. Beautiful way to close off your 7 o'clock news, reminding us that dogs really are our best friends. Let's get into some sporting highlights with Graham.
Thank you so much, Carissa. You heard Adrian and I buzzing a little bit earlier about the Springbok squad. Let's delve deeper there. Rassie Erasmus has named 18 World Cup winners in his Springbok squad for Saturday's Rugby Championship opener up against the Wallabies at Ellis Park. It's going to be massive. Siya Kolisi starts at number 8 for the first time in a Bok jersey, while Eben Etzebeth extends his record to 134 caps. That now officially moves him into the world's top 10 most capped players. Well done, son. Imani Labok and Grant Williams, they steer an exciting backline as Boks chase a 5th straight win over the Wallabies. And yes, hopefully revenge for the Proteas. Let's move to football now as we get prepped for the Premiership season. And Jack Grealish is set to join Everton on loan for the 2025-26 season. That was after falling out of favour at Man City last season, making only 7 league starts last term. The 29-year-old England international signed for a then British record of £100 million in 2021. He'll now become Everton's marquee summer signing as David Moyes looks to build on their successes recently, strengthening that squad ahead of the Premier League opener at Leeds on the 18th of this month. Now, staying with footballing news, we are broadening the circle. The Spanish Football Federation has approved moving Barcelona's 20th of December La Liga match against Villarreal to Miami's Hard Rock Stadium in what would be the first top-flight league game staged outside of Europe. So the plan, pending UEFA and FIFA approval, comes ahead of La Liga's winter break and follows the precedent of Spain's Super Cup being held in Saudi Arabia, definitely driving the brand of football into new spaces. Now let's get back into tennis. And of course, while we are building towards the US Open, it's all going down in Cincinnati. And Carlos Alcaraz, he overcame a second set lapse uncharacteristically to beat Damir Zumur 6-1, 2-6, 6-3 in his first match since the Wimbledon final. The Spaniard, who made 44 unforced errors, uncharacteristic, as I said, steadied himself in the decider to progress at the Cincinnati Open, where he was, of course, runner-up last year. Elsewhere, third seed Alexander Zverev, he cruised past the US wildcard Nisesh Basavaredi 6-3, 6-3 in just 66 minutes to show his intent and form going into the next big Grand Slam. But that's where we leave our sport for now. We'll touch on those headlines at around 8 o'clock. Let's get the latest out on the roads from Zanele.
Thank you so much, Graham. And yes, Mzansi, let's get you through those roads safely, shall we? Starting off in Gauteng Centurion, a motor vehicle accident has occurred, unfortunately, on the N1 northbound at Samrad Avenue. This is resulting in 2 right-lane closures. And, of course, the slow traffic is expected. Motorists, in the affected area are advised to please proceed with caution. Then over in the mother city in Bellville, motorists making use of the N1 inbound can expect minor delays due to an accident that has taken place after Durban Road. All lanes are accessible. However, please make sure that wherever you're headed, you do buckle up and arrive alive. Let's take a look at what's happening with your weather today. Let's start off with the environmental news this morning. It is, in fact, that the Minister of Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment, Dion George, has reaffirmed South Africa's strong backing for urgent global action on plastic pollution. Speaking from Geneva, where a South African delegation is attending UN negotiations, George says the goal is a legally binding treaty. Plastic production has surged from 2 million tons in 1950 to 470 million tons in 2022. South Africa has drafted regulations to ban all microplastics with penalties of up to 10 million rand or 20 years in prison for repeat offenders. We're going to keep you up to date with anything else that does come through in terms of that. But for now, it's time for one of my favorite parts of the show, especially because it is from you, my family. It is our sunrise view of the hour. Shane from Bryanston in Gauteng, where it's going to be 20 degrees Celsius today. You have outdone yourself, my lovely. For me, I love a good morning post, or rather a sunrise view that has the sun. It's got a little bit of a silhouette. I see some trees. I even see a bit of a roof there. And I just feel like you made everything come together so nicely. Your frame captured it beautifully. And we appreciate you, Shane. Thank you for your country duty, my friend. And you, Mzansi, this is your time to shine now. Please send us that sunrise view of the hour from your side of life. And of course, we get to show the rest of the country. And the number 063-036-9649. Send it through now so that at 8 o'clock we can show everybody else. All right? For now, though, let's take a look at what's happening with your temperatures.
I know a few minuses still out there, but we are pushing those upper temperatures up, and we're here for that because it means a shift in season and what we wear. Now, when we say you guys play a vital role on the show, it is vital that you have your input because we need you guys to help us choose what to wear in the morning. A little bit earlier, we asked you guys to help Carissa decide between two beautiful new-in looks. And you can understand why, because they're both great. So we needed a bit of help. One effortlessly boho chic, which I love. The other relaxed, I think, but polished, and in that beautiful butter yellow, which I think Carissa was loving. But it doesn't matter what she thinks. We want to find out what you guys were feeling about these two beautiful looks, and I think they kind of give us a hint of what we can see moving into the season. Sam Oliver saying options are becoming difficult. I agree with you, buddy, but I'll go with option one. Love me some floral. I like the way you put that. You gave us street cred. Loving floral, okay, which doesn't happen very often. Vera Lynn saying good morning, Expresso fam. Right back at you. Definitely option one. Carissa girl. Yeah, it's almost spring. Now I'm beginning to understand. People are trying to manifest the new season. And Polo King saying, good morning, Expresso. The outfits are so beautiful, but I choose option one. I'm sorry that we put you in such a difficult position this morning. So I think we are starting to see a winner. Heather might confirm it. Good morning, Expresso fam. Morning show. Option one is all about spring. It looks grand. I think it looks grand indeed. But of course, what I think doesn't matter. What matters most right now is how a certain young lady feels. Let's bring her in, exploding with spring.
All the spring vibes. We love a floral, as Sam has said, and I'm not mad at it. So at first I was feeling the buttery yellow with the
love the
pleats.
color, yeah.
Love the color, but honestly, I mean, you cannot go wrong.
This is a case for putting something on and going in store and actually trying it.
That's exactly it.
Because something on a hanger can look very, very different. You've got to feel it. And does it make you feel fresh?
It makes me
and
feel like,
springy?
is it September? Oh my goodness, are we there already? And it also looks like a dress, but it's actually a two-piece, which is great, especially when it comes to bang for your buck. You could pair this with jeans, with white shorts, with white pants, and then also you could pair the skirt with a white tank.
But remember, like some jeans, some like shaped jeans with some high heels with this top with the kind of
With the
popping accessories that you've got. I mean, I love it. I like the little rose gold accents and details here and there.
Because you could dress it up or down. This is great for like a wine farm, but also for a dinner date.
Just because we mentioned hydration once on the show, you've been going on about wine. That's not what we mean.
Is that not
about
what you?
hydration.
Oh, my bad. I thought. Okay,
it's not
sorry.
coffee or wine or tea. Okay, absolutely beautiful. Well, you can shop it online. In store is definitely the best option, I think, because you can try it on, but it looks exquisite. And I think we can officially say spring is springing. Okay?
Spring has sprung, baby.
You guys are amazing. Sorry to give you such a difficult conundrum fashion-wise this morning, but your choice is perfect. Well done. Perfect for a perfect girl.
Oh, stop it. Thank you so much.
All right, so it's been about 5 minutes since I've cried.
Okay.
So let's talk about something sad. Muvhango, 28 years.
Oh, a legacy.
There are few things that have been on TV longer than I have. Okay. Okay, this is quite a thing for me. You don't understand. But I'm so glad Zanele framed it. It's a window into South African life.
Yes, it's true.
And not many drama series, soapies were covering that. They were part of a batch of a very small, very privileged little group that kind of ushered in a new era of South African entertainment. And I understand what that means and what they took on board. It was amazing. So you can understand, emotional for us. Imagine for the cast, for the fans of the show, it is a big one. So please go online right now. Share your favorite moments, the actors, the actresses that have been discovered, the storylines that took our breath away, maybe the days that you were late for work or for dinner dates, whatever. But we are praising an amazing team this morning.
I love that. Speaking about praising individuals, I have Delucia Daniel not in my bag now, although she might be able to sit. We have a award-nominated producer and, of course, content creator on our couch to do local and entertainment news internationally. So we're definitely going to touch base with some of your favorites, including DJ Zintle.
And there is a Women's Day, a Women's Month, South African connection to this that is mind-blowing. The first time in history, and it's in the STEM space. Stick around.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, the rumors are true. It's your feel-good breakfast show right here, Expresso on S3. It's a Tuesday. Now, usually we delve into health on a Tuesday, but today we thought entertainment is definitely the order of the day. It is healthy. From sharing our insights into the world of evolving radio broadcasting and content creation, it is the multi-talented Delucia Daniels. She joins us on the couch to talk about the world of entertainment. And you look like pure entertainment. You look incredible.
I just love the fact that we have like a little sandwich going on here.
It's a little
very
spring
cute.
sandwich. Well, I'm trying, okay? I'm too cold to take my jacket off, okay? But I will toughen up. If I spend a bit more time with the hardcores, I think I'll get
okay.
there. Can we say well done on everything?
Everything.
Everything. I have a feeling it's going to become very difficult to keep you on the side of the lens and the microphone that you are.
Yeah.
I think we like you in these front-facing spaces.
Well, I'm happy to be here every time. So if you want to keep me on the couch, I'll sleep over there. And
Exactly.
maybe we can...
I think
We have a
there's
bed.
place,
We do actually have a bed there.
We've got a bed.
This is perfect, guys. It's working out so nicely for me.
Woolies has got the bedding too, so you're covered,
Yeah,
don't
so-
worry. Well, let's talk about a woman that we've got to celebrate. I'm such a fan of her. Unashamedly, DJ Zentle, you have
superstar.
killed it again.
Yeah.
Second annual Z Nation Festival completely lit up Johannesburg this past weekend. And not only that, our social media. The rest of us had FOMO on Women's Day because we wished we were there for that powerful celebration of music and fashion and female unity. Now, this event, the second annual one, right?
Yeah.
Drew 10,000 attendees and just featured a lineup that was insane. Muesli was one of the hosts.
yeah.
She changed a million times and every outfit looked incredible.
And it's kind of like her year again.
Yes,
She's
killing the
having
game.
a resurgence of
Ooh,
notes.
and it's
about
so good
time.
to see, the longevity in her career. Incredible acts. Lady Du, Busiswa Strava, a big Zulu was there, and DJ Zentle, of course. She had to jump on the stage and do exactly what she did. She, in fact, had 10 outfit changes. So I'm just like, come on. It's a feast for the eyes, a feast for the ears.
I feel like, I spent my Women's Day pretty much at home, just relaxing. And I was on Instagram and I was like, this looks really fun. Also, I love the fact that it gives women an opportunity to go out, feel seen, celebrate one another, and do it in a space where music connects us as well. And I feel like her coinciding this with her album release, it works out so perfectly for someone of her caliber. Like, there's no wonder she's one of Forbes' most powerful women in Africa.
And the men were there not to fill up spaces, but to support a female-led, and this is DJ space. This is a male-dominated space. There's maybe one seat at that table out of 100 for a female DJ. So to have a female-led kind of space like this, and I love the fact that once again she's not there alone. She's always bringing people up with her. It's incredible.
And we must remember that Zentle was the first, if not one of the first female DJs from our continent to do what she does. So hello, Bestie, and congratulations. She in fact called it the Bestieville. She has claimed the word Bestie and it's hers. We'll give it to her.
As long as we're there next year, we're all good, right?
We're all besties. What you mean?
I was trying to figure this out, but there are certain people within South Africa who have created real celebrity. And not gone overseas to create celebrity and then come back. They have done it here. We saw Casper do it. We've seen people create a level that didn't exist within the industry before. And what does that mean for the next DJ, the female DJ, any DJ coming up behind them?
I mean, we wouldn't have a Waffles if there wasn't a Zentle.
Very true.
And it's so good to see that trajectory just completely blossom. And as Lucy said, that we do have a new album coming, Z Nation Volume 1. And it's about time, man. I mean, we love Zentle, we love our queen, we love our bestie, and it's so great to be able to anticipate another album coming out.
Absolutely. Also, move over Beyonce with those 10 outfit changes and how she looked. She absolutely killed that.
And now she's
not
got
too
an
much on
album to
Beyonce.
tour. Just saying, just saying.
Well, we can't wait for the touch base in the mother city. It will be sold out. We will be there front row and center. But let's move on to another woman that is killing the space. Wow, Elaine, we love you. We're proud of you. South African superstar in the R&B space and beyond. Of course, known for her soulful hits like You're the One. She has officially stepped into the wellness era. She is in her wellness era, and she launched her own Pilates studio.
Oh, I
like,
love that.
Pilates princess. I said yes.
You know what? I was going to say what makes so much sense for me is that she's always been super graceful, intentional, and unapologetically soft. Even when her EP came out, everyone was like, "What is this?" We haven't heard heard these kind of R&B sounds come out of a South African girlie in a long time. So for her to go on and own this space, also all the soft girls now, they want to go to Pilates studio. And it's kind of become like this space where I think we're going to go to Pilates and the music's going to make us want to cry and stretch at the same time. But at least we got abs.
And I can lean into that.
100%.
It's fine. It's called catharsis.
100%.
Okay? And maybe that's what we need in this life. But it's also another business avenue to explore, and again another door that's being opened.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
To me, the limit doesn't exist, and why can't a superstar R&B artist nationally and internationally also become a business owner in the
they've got
Pilates
brand.
space? They've got a brand. You got to own it. She said it's all about passion. It's about self-care. It's about empowerment and making sure that you are feeling your best self, and also part of a broader initiative which celebrates softness, as Alicia said, and vulnerability, because we're crying, and holistic wellness. So are you going to go? I think I'm going to go.
Absolutely, I'm going to go. Also because it'll give me an opportunity to cry when I want to, not only because I'm in pain.
Oh, just stick around here, girl. You can cry anytime you want. That's kind of our mojo.
When I'm laying on my bed, sure.
Exactly. I cry my tears into my pillow at night. That's how it works.
Like, what is that sound?
But now, are you only listening to her music in studio, or is that a cheeky
I wouldn't
question
mind.
to ask? Yeah, I'm not
so
saying that's a
good.
complaint at all.
Not at all.
Man.
Okay, let's
Congrats.
close up with a really good story, because this one, Graham, I know you're excited about. Delicia's
Massive.
rubbing her hands. Oh my goodness. It's all about celebrating women really making leaps and bounds. Now, in a groundbreaking appointment, King Charles has named South African-born Professor Michelle Doherty as the new Astronomer Royal, the first woman to hold the prestigious title, and listen to this, 350-year history.
Wow.
Now, she celebrated the space physicist known for her pioneering work on NASA's Cassini mission to Saturn and the European Space Agency, JUICE, with that mission to Jupiter. And how incredible that we have a South African woman at the forefront of this.
I mean, 350 years, guys. That's before our great-grandparents even existed. We're talking about the 1600s here.
Yeah.
It's an incredible feat on one hand. On the other hand, it's like, it's about time that this happened. And the fact that
Exactly.
she's one of our own and she's done all this incredible work. I don't know if you guys know this, but when she was working on the Saturn project, she led the team that discovered the ocean underneath one of its moons, which I thought was interesting because I didn't know that until literally a few days ago.
Yeah.
So this is amazing that she's now going to be an advisor and basically help also inspire young people to become astronomers, because when we were growing up, I'm sure all of us were like,
Want to
oh,
be an
space,
astronaut,
the galaxy.
Completely. There's something so enchanting about it.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is women have made an equal contribution to maths and science.
Yep.
And received no recognition for it. There's a book called Equal MC Squared, the autobiography of, which details so many of those massive moments in science that have been taken away from women. And you set this against an era where there was no space for women to create in these spaces. So to have done that, to have broken down those doors, to use that term again, is massive.
Huge.
She's a local gal.
From
Come on.
Durban.
Come on,
Durban Night,
University of
stand
Durban,
up.
man.
Yes, we absolutely love that. And also, if you haven't watched this movie, Hidden Figures, it is something that you need to jump
good.
on. And congratulations to Michelle once again. Yes, the girlies are up and doing the thing in every single space, including Joburg. So Zanele, what's coming up?
Ah, my friends, listen, we are honestly sitting in the presence of greatness. This right here is where we get to celebrate a legacy of 28 years. Muvhango has been around on SABC2, allowing so many people in South Africa to feel proud, to understand exactly where we stand when we look at our democracy in so many different ways. But it has also allowed us to be entertained, from the characters to the storylines, to all of the crazy moments that happened, but also all of the touching moments that also happened. We get to celebrate it as it is the very last episode tonight, the 12th of August 2025 at 9 p.m. on SABC2. So what better way to do that than to bring in the people that brought to life this beautiful, beautiful story from the last 28 years. Everyone, please, let's give them a feel-good welcome and give them all of the respect that they deserve, because we are joined by none other than Gabriel Temudzani, who is brought by Chief the incredible Chief Azwindini. And then, of course, we get into what we talk about when we say his on-screen wife, the lady herself. We are with Umamela Mahau, who plays Susan. And then it is the visionary creator himself. Ladies and gentlemen, please can we welcome Ubab Dumandlovi. Let's give them a full good welcome. Betuna, am I right to say,
Da.
You're quite correct.
Thank you. Sanibonani Betuna.
Yebo,
Firstly,
sanibonani.
congratulations on the last 28 years. What you've done is out of this world. And this is why we're able to celebrate it so incredibly so. But Bamdlovu, I want to start with you because I think that when we say you're a visionary creator, that in itself doesn't even begin to describe exactly what you've done. Can you speak to us about where exactly this whole idea even started and what did you actually want for Muvhango?
Siyabonga kakhulu and siyabingelela to the viewers at home and to everybody, and also just to say Rolibuwa. We thank South Africa for 28 years of support.
Yes.
When some of us came back from exile to South Africa, one of the things as a creative and as a theater and television person, I noticed that there were no marginalized languages on television. There was very few programs that would speak of the people who were the marginalized people.
Yes.
So I conceived this just because I wanted to highlight one of the smallest languages. In fact, I think in 1977, Chivenda was the smallest language.
Oh, wow.
And it became easy for us to just basically put all the spotlight on Isivenda and the Venda-speaking people.
Yes.
One of the things that also was amazing was because the Venda people, because of their allegiance to their culture, they still have practices, African practices, that are now strange to us as Africans.
Yes.
That's how Africa is.
Yes.
So it became easy to dramatize all of that. And everybody said, oh, benza kanjani
But it's just
kanje?"
like that.
Exactly. But because you have to mix drama with education and entertainment and everything else, it became easier to steer people up
I love
while
that.
we were popularizing the language.
Come on.
28 years later, people call each other Mukada.
Yeah.
People go around saying Da. People go around.
That's me.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
People, the Venda language has become part and parcel of South Africa's subculture in an amazing way, in a way that you don't understand, and people don't even remember that it was because of this tiny production called Muvhango.
That has become the powerhouse that it is. And can I ask, did you think it was going to last 28 years?
Well, I'm a fighter. I always say that what I do should work. So I knew it was going to work, but I don't think I knew it was going to work this much.
And it really did, because look at the incredible people that you've brought to South Africa. You say you're a fighter. I think you put it into your chief over here, and you made him a fighter as well. Because
I've got pictures of them being very tiny,
and little. Yes.
So whenever they misbehave, I was like, I've got pictures of you.
Chief, my chief, you became the chief of South Africa, actually. And I feel like you did it in the most incredible way. How did being Chief Azwindini actually change your life? How did it impact it? And how have even your relationships been impacted by this when it comes to even your family?
Thank you so much, Sanel, and to the viewers back home.
Of course.
I think being Azwindini was one of the biggest achievements that I've ever thought I would achieve.
Yeah.
And it has not only touched my family, it has touched me in an amazing way. And it has given me a platform to express myself as a performer, but also to embody the vendor leadership that we have back home.
Yeah.
And I think you know, growth looks beautiful and good on everyone, and seeing Azwindini growing from head boy to what he became was quite fulfilling.
Yes, I can imagine. And of course, I mean, it's such a full circle moment now,
Indeed.
especially you guys still being on this journey together. Because Susan, our Susan, he spoke of growth. And I feel like it's so true. Your characters have grown so much, but you guys have grown as well. Talk to us about the evolution of Susan over the years, especially with all of the crazy storylines that just came in. And what were your favorite aspects of her story?
I really would say that somebody has it in for me. Honestly, they went out and made Susan the epitome of womanhood. Like, I'm walking around with this gigantic woman that is able to perform magic.
Yeah.
And I look at it and people invite me to advise them because of Susan. I have become the one who will speak for the women. I have become the one who will advise women. So the development of Susan from getting into the house through the window. I just saw to who she is now. I do remember the time when Babuka Jenny said, we want to make Susan a matriarch, and they went out. And I look at Susan, I'm like, but what else can she do? She is a superhuman.
Come on.
And then you have women out there saying, every time when I'm going through, I ask myself, what will Susan do?
There it is. And this is why I said you guys are the heroes of this country. I feel like entertainment truly has changed South Africa. And even just like you said, people coming back from exile, it allowed us to grow in so many different ways. And you guys are part of that legacy. But guys, as we round up Muvhango, I also am so excited because we're able to do so in a fun way here on Expresso today. We're going to be acting out a scene together. Are you guys ready for that?
I'll be directing.
I want to be the husband.
Listen, Expresso family, you got to make sure you do not go anywhere. Why? Because we are going to be celebrating Muvhango in the best way we know how, which is getting us to do a scene together. But on top of that, getting into some of the most incredible memories of the last 28 years. Can you believe it? We're at this point. It's unbelievable, but it's also such a beautiful moment just to look back on what it is that it has achieved and allowed South Africa to get to. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you for hanging out with us. Yes, we're celebrating Muvhango, but we've moved on from national news into international entertainment news. And we have to talk about something so good with Delucia Daniels sitting on our couch this morning, specifically when it comes to Davido. Oh, my goodness. I'm such a fan of everybody, clearly. But he is our Afrobeats superstar. Now, recently, him and his longtime partner, Chioma Rowland, have officially tied the knot in a dazzling white wedding ceremony. And now, this was held in Miami this past weekend. And if you're looking at this picture going, that looks like money, you would be absolutely right. Apparently, everything coming together had an estimated cost of $3.7 million US. The bling on her arm, the bling on her finger, the dress that she wore, everything, including the star-studded guests, came to 3.7.
Play it cool. If you're going to be flashing like 1.8 million rands worth of diamond on your hand, you can't have the look on your face like, it's Christmas morning. You've got to play it cool, man.
Right.
You know, come on.
Isn't that insane, though? But also, if you're going to do a wedding, I mean, you're going to go big.
I feel like if you have money, there's no reason why you can't have a big wedding, because I feel like this is an opportunity for you just to celebrate your love for one another. I'm sure she's been there with him since the beginning. So I feel like it's very odd that this has happened, and it's such a beautiful, I mean, she looks unbelievable. He looks so fine. I just feel like it was such a match made in heaven for them. And it's in Miami, guys.
Miami, baby. Welcome to Miami. He also, I mean, he loves his woman clearly, made sure that she was iced out. He gave her a $300,000 watch, as you saw there, just to make sure that she was on time when she walked down the aisle and in style. But of course, honoring their Nigerian heritage as well.
Yeah.
They went big because, I mean, you got to go big or go home. And it was just incredible. I mean, the watch, the bling, the makeup, the hair, everything just came together.
But now, can you wear that watch normally? Or do you have to have like a Swarovski dress on with the
Right. You can't just wear jeans, essentially, with that. I feel like
Hell,
she's
you
not
could
a jeans
just wear the
person.
watch and probably be okay for the rest of your life. I think you'll
Just
be
the
fine
watch.
with that.
With 2 bodyguards around you because, oh my gosh, $300,000?
I would hate to be part of their gift registry list.
Oh.
After that, 300K on a watch, and now you have to give them a gift.
Don't worry,
Rock up with
No,
the air
dude.
fryer. Look,
you weren't invited,
it's a
don't
double
worry.
door. Okay, so you can do the nice things. You can do 2 things at the same
And you
time.
can see through it.
Yeah.
Guys, that was on my registry. Please don't even make fun. I love an air fryer. But they even had an official hashtag, Chivido 2025. So if you look up that hashtag, you'll see all the goodness of their beautiful celebration. But congratulations to the both of them. What a beautiful moment. And this was their first dance, the 2 of them enjoying being married.
I was trying to listen to what song was playing. I'd be interested to know.
Yeah.
Your own song being
Yeah,
played.
exactly.
What a flex. Hey.
But it's also quite wholesome.
Yeah.
Which is cool, because in this space you don't get a lot of that.
Yeah.
You know, in recent years, I suppose, maybe Tin Sultan has turned us away.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's good and cool to see love and even expressions of wealth.
Exactly.
When it's warranted.
Yeah.
And
All good.
unfortunately, Davido experienced quite a tragic moment not too long ago when he lost his kid. So having a moment like this of love to the nth degree is just really beautiful to witness as well.
Yeah.
So congrats to them. Let's talk about Breezy. Alicia, what's happening there? I heard something about a new car.
Oh, yeah. So he gifted a fan and her mom a brand new car at a concert. Now, guys, we don't even get free water at concerts. Talk about an upgrade. A spanking brand new car for the fan and his mom. And I feel like this is so stunning because his daughter Royalty was also involved there. And I thought that was really beautiful because it's the same when we see Blue Ivy on stage with Beyonce. Like, I feel like she's also coming up with Chris Brown and to be able to give back to the fans. I mean, he's never had the cleanest image in the last couple of years. We are well aware of everything that he's been going through.
He's got a girl child now, and he's got to answer to that.
He's got multiple girl children
exactly.
as well. So
that we know of. No, stop it, man.
Stop it, Greg. Stop it, I like
Stop
it. Stop it.
So I feel like that's really been nice to see him give back to the fans because he does do a lot for them.
He does.
I mean, his
the
concerts,
meet and greets.
this is the thing, his concerts have been for the fans. And I think it's so rare we see artists just giving back and also spending time with them because these are the people that made you, essentially.
It's true.
We've been following him since he was 16, guys.
Oh my
And
God.
there's a reason why he survived the turbulent waters that he has. Eh?
100%. They tried to cancel him so many times, and people said, no, he's not going anywhere.
50 Cent still believes he's
Because
the
he'd
best.
given us cars.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly. And makes me
around.
hold him during meets and greets. Oh, look at the baby. But honestly, even when he was here, I mean, that concert out in Jersey, people were losing their minds about. So I think performer on 100, singing amazing. At the end of the day, that's what people came for and come for. So.
And listen, we all got cracks, man. We are all fighting a beast in one way or another.
Yeah.
And I suppose to his credit, he has been very open about, you know, kind of offsetting what he has done in the past, which is great.
Yeah.
So I'm here for redemption.
Well, there you go. Absolutely love to see him and his daughter having a moment together as well. Absolutely beautiful. See, Breezy. I would love a car too. There's also my wedding coming up. It's just add 2 stories in one. Why
You're going to
not?
get 2 air fryers. What are you going to do?
Not mad at it.
4
One for every
drawers.
room. That's amazing. Well, that is where we leave your international entertainment news. Delucia, you're always the best. Graham, you were okay.
Yeah. Above average.
Above average. I hope that you learned something today about your stars. For now, though, we're going to our superstar out in Jersey to celebrate the legacy of the Chivenda show, Muvhango. Let's see what else she's got.
Listen, I'm currently fixing myself. Can I tell you why? It's because we're about to do a scene with our incredible Muvhango cast. And of course, we've got our incredible director, the creator of Muvhango. And friends, I am so excited. Why? Oh, listen, it's a very bittersweet moment. It is us bidding farewell to one of the most powerful soapies that we've ever had in this country after 28 years. Don't forget, tonight, the 12th of August, 2025, 9 p.m. on SABC2, a night we'll never forget. Because how can you forget saying goodbye to Muvhango, something that has been part of South Africa's, I want to say, DNA. And no DNA, just RSA. Betuna, it is going to be a very emotional night. And I feel like there's so many things that, you know, could be said. I wish we had a whole hour to talk about this. But let me jump on into this because I need to ask you, Bamdlovu, you know, out of all of the moments that have happened in the last 28 years, what's something that's really stuck out with you and really will be something you take into the future?
Well, there's so many. There are so many. One of the things that stand out for me was the rivalry between Utupsi and Tandaza.
Yes.
And then also, you've mentioned one of them, the relationship between Usuz and Azundini. So she mentioned something that we as writers decided we want to make Usuzan the matriarch.
Yes.
We had to Catherine, she was no longer with the show. We had Masindi, the first Masindi was no longer with the show.
Yeah.
Suddenly we woke up as writers and said that, who's the matriarch?
Yeah.
And there was no debate. Got to Susan, and she was a kid. Then suddenly she's a matriarch. That for me, that transformation was amazing because it also represented her growth. Not only as an actress, but also as a person.
Sure.
She then fit that role so much.
Beautiful. I love that. And my chief, I feel like, Muvhango spoke about this, how you guys were very little when you came for your auditions. Let's talk about that moment. Do you guys remember auditioning? Do you remember every single moment? Do you remember the nerves and everything else?
Yeah, I do, very well so. And I think all of us, we start somewhere. And with, discipline and dedication, we grow and become.
Yeah.
And as actors, we are not immune or exempted from such. And hence we're here.
Yeah.
And today, when we look back, we take so much pride in the journey that we have traveled. Because it was a journey of growth, it was a journey of touching lives, it was a journey of, reversing all the stereotypes that people had about the Venda people and television in South Africa. It's unfortunate that, we have come to the end of this beautiful journey.
Yeah.
But in the main, what saddens me is that we are reversing all the positive gains that we have done in terms of putting the Venda culture and the Venda people on a platform.
Yes, and you did it so beautifully, Betuna,
Yeah.
and you can be so proud.
Thank you.
But Momela, I want us to just really jump on into what you're going to remember most from this show. And what will you...
Say my husband in the story.
And what will you miss most even?
I think I would miss the family.
Yes.
And I also miss, there's this thing that happens in Muvhango where we have workshops. We get together, we talk, we get to know each other. The most I would miss is when we have to start a storyline. We have these workshops that we do, and then when we enter into a storyline, all of us know what we are doing.
Yes.
That is amazing. You then realize just how much grown you are becoming. Every day you get to be told a story, you interpret it, you sit there, you get to be taught, and you start to think, maybe I can write my own.
But that's what art is meant to do, right? It's meant to inspire us.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's beautiful. And Muvhango, I feel like, you're the person that started this whole thing. And now as we come to an end, I want to know what is it that you feel that Muvhango really did for South Africa?
It changed South Africa's perception about the Venda language and the Venda culture. It gave respect to a whole group of human beings. Now, unfortunately, you guys cannot imagine how we used to treat Venda-speaking and Tonga-speaking people in South Africa.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
Really?
But all of that turned around because of one single production in Muvhango.
Yes.
Because now we see them not only as human beings, but also as equal. We also admire them now because of that show. Now you hear women saying that Venda is such a sexy language.
Yes!
Like, okay. It's sexy.
Yes, all right.
We were able to humanize something because apartheid did that to us. It divided us, and it showed us all the negatives about ourselves. I grew up in Piri next to Chiawelo. As we grew up, we used to say all kinds of expletives about people who were our own people. But because of this particular production, we are now one. And we also had a Venda-speaking president in South Africa. We have a Venda-speaking president in South Africa. How far have we come as a people?
Cyril, you must thank Muvhango. Please thank Muvhango, Tata. Thank you.
As the young people say, your handwriting.
We were not here.
Guys. I can't believe we've gotten to this point, but it is going to be such a beautiful moment tonight at 9 p.m. where we are able to watch all together the final episode of Muvhango. And as we do, can we do our final scene here on Expresso? Are we ready?
Okay.
What language?
Hypo. Banglovu, please. All I know is for now, please. Okay, here we go. Are we ready? Please call action, please.
Okay, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action.
Hypo, Susan. Tifikela from Emakaya, and they said, Susan, your husband is your cousin. Susan, that means that you have the right to the throne.
Don't worry, I'll fix him. Why are you doing this? The minute you tell these people, they will plan and kill us.
Susan, what do you mean? Why?
You don't know these people.
No, I know them, but you have the right to the throne, Susan.
This is Ben.
Then as we did
Knock.
Oh,
Susan, you know you, eh? You're such a beautiful
Why did you break up character?
No, like...
She reminds me of my Susan Ben.
Everyone, let's give them a round of applause.
I have not said cut.
Oh, no, you're not wrong.
Cut. You don't listen to the director.
I
You don't listen to the director.
I saw it even before I started. Oh, goodness me. Guys, thank you so much. And I say that on behalf of every South African, from the people who watched Muvhango every single day to those of us who were able to be proud because we had such incredible, I think, just even perspectives of what Black people can be in this country. And that was all thanks to you guys. Siyanibonga. We say thank you for everything you've done, and more than anything else, may there be ample blessings that come from the country duty that you did just by playing your parts in this beautiful story.
And goes away to end on behalf of all our cast members and the crew members.
Yes.
Rolivu.
Oh, Mzansi, this is where we get to say thank you truly to the entire cast of Muvhango. Those that were there before, those who are there now. Over the last 28 years, they gave us everything and more when it came to them 100% being on our screens, but also allowing us to see ourselves and so much more in terms of the beautiful stories that they told. Tonight, 9 p.m. on SABC2, the final episode of Muvhango. Do not miss it. For now, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. We love you. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. It's been amazing and it's only getting better. In celebration of Women's Month, we are shining the spotlight on yet another phenomenal female chef who is no stranger to the Expresso family, the incredible Zola Nene. And in fact, this is where it all began for her in your feel-good kitchen, and she has done so much. So we thought we'd honor her incredible culinary contribution with one of her delicious recipes. Rice and zucchini fritters, the perfect breakfast bite to start your day on a tasty note. If you're going to break the fast, this is a great way to do it.
I agree.
And also something we haven't made before, or I haven't made on the show, which is always exciting for me.
And some things we've never touched. What is going on here?
It's a muslin cloth.
Okay.
I know that not from cooking, but from having babies. It's just a very fine weave cloth that's great for making kind of cheeses. If you need to get moisture out of something without losing any of the ingredients inside, it's great. And obviously this is why we are using it for our zucchini.
All right,
so
so
once
what do
we
I
have
do?
diced it, we have like literally julienned it into tiny like shards. I don't know if that's even the right word for it. And then you tie it all together like that, and then you just squeeze it smaller and smaller and smaller until all the moisture's out. They have given it a good squeeze.
Okay, so nothing's
And
going to
again,
come
when
out
we
now.
talk about hydration, we're not getting the wine out of the zucchini, it's water.
Not
We're
this
just having
time around.
to recalibrate ourselves. Okay, so we've got, and you can empty them into
All
the
right,
dish, I think. And then you can throw the lappy at someone.
Yeah,
Have
across
a
the
little bit
room.
of fun.
I think there's some
Exactly.
onions in here as well.
So yeah, I love a zucchini, and for me, it's got kind of a buttery taste. When you cook it, it changes its taste quite dramatically, and I enjoy that about this particular flavor profile. It works so well in a fritter when you get the crispy edges. So we're going to fortify our fritter with some rice, because we had a bit of leftover rice from yesterday, and
As we
nothing
do.
goes to waste.
Of course.
We're going to mix that together. Then we've got our beautiful cream cheese, 2 eggs. We've got some finely diced spring onions, which we will put inside. You do. You know what I like? It's your can-do attitude. It's you just, you know, if you
How
were a
else do you mash
firefighter, if you were a firefighter, I'd be nervous to stand next to you as we enter a building. That's just all I'm saying, okay? It looks beautiful. You can, I'll take over and get my hand stuck in there in a
Okay,
moment.
cool.
How does that sound?
That sounds fantastic.
Because I think you have to, so you can put the eggs in.
Is it the whole egg?
The whole eggs, both of them.
Got you.
And now what? She's going to butcher it here, then she's going to make it at home over the weekend. It's going to come out perfectly, and she's going to steal all of our thunder.
And then I'll send you pictures on Monday.
Exactly, a
Okay,
real.
you can get involved there.
I'm
and
going to
then
get stuck
spring
in,
onion.
and some spring onions,
Got
and I
you.
think we're winning. And obviously the egg is going to help to bind it all together.
course.
And you're just going to go all the salt and pepper, because
All of
we
it.
can. I
Look,
told you.
look at the volume of ingredients.
She
we
runs
have.
into the building first. Now, normally I have sanitized my hands about 5 times to do this. Let's get stuck in.
Okay, I get. But it's also going to be nice for you to form the patties with your hands.
Is it? Is it going to be nice?
That was a great idea. Who thought of that?
There we go.
Add some oil in here, so long. So we've been told quite low and slow on these ones.
Really, I know there is a notion when you're frying things that it's got to be really quick.
Yeah.
We're using olive oil, which is a great oil to use. So it's got a high smoking point. We've spoken about the healthy benefits but it's just good to cook with as well. Adds a lovely flavor profile. So you're not going to get a lot of really bad oils in here. I don't know what level of mixture this needs to be, but it
your
is quite
hands guide
cathartic.
you.
You were talking about a face mask earlier.
Yeah.
I'm thinking just add a bit of turmeric to this, and we are on our way.
Stained fingers too. But you're really good in the kitchen, Grace. So
you-
is it quite cathartic to cook for you?
It is. I'm an emotional cooker, definitely. Okay, so I'm going to try put these together in a little ball like that, and then
Okay, you pass it.
Yeah, and then I'm going to actually even just put it on.
Put it in the pan.
And then you're going to flatten it a little bit with your little spatula.
Teamwork. Lovely.
Go. Yay.
Oh, this is a spatula.
That is a spatula.
serious
Where's my
spatula.
mini whisk? Okay, just go gentle, girl. There we go. Look
Okay,
at that.
cool. Gotcha.
Yay! So the bottom line here is if you cook it too fast,
Yes.
if the temperature's too high, do I need to be your human shield again? not all of the zucchini is going to get cooked through. And while you can eat it raw, I think the enjoyment here is you want the soft center, you've got the gooey cheese in there as well, and you want the crispy outer layer.
outside, 100%. Okay, you continue there.
Okay.
Let me do a job that I will be
Are
confident
you going to make
in.
our little dipping sauce?
Yes, I am.
Thank
So
you.
we've got some yogurt going, and then we're just going to go in with all the herbs. Now listen, I'm a herby girl. I love a dill, I love a thyme, and this is dill over here. So let's put some dill in it. Complements the yogurt perfectly. Got some parsley. You can even add coriander, a great combination.
There we go.
Salt and pepper, and then this is what I've learned to do now. You roll your lemons, and they get juicy. And then we also need some zest. So let's go a little bit of zest, and then we're going to go all the lemon juice inside.
Look, it's coming.
Wow,
It's
and
coming.
it stayed together.
It has. I think you can probably make them even a little bit flatter to kind of get a better bind.
Okay, I don't think
in
I
there.
squashed it hard enough.
Ah, but it smells amazing.
Right?
You can feel the shift. Absolutely beautiful. Well done. And then we've got a nice zingy sauce. to finish it
Zingy
all off.
sauce, minus the seeds, and then you mix it together, and that's the perfect dipping sauce for our also green goddess zucchini.
I love it. Got a bit of rice in there, no leftovers left over. Absolutely amazing. If you want to cook along, scan the QR code and create the only part of the deal. You got to post pictures so we can see that yours is better than ours. Simple as that.
And it will be.
Right.
Beautiful. Ah, well done, Greg.
Thank you. Very,
One,
very well
two,
done.
three.
Oh, no, I'm jumping the gun. There we go. Oh, look at that. Ah, beautiful.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back with just a minute after 8 o'clock. Let's get into that final hour of your Feel Good Morning Show. Now we get started with your national news headlines, where Deputy Minister Mapaseka Steve Letsika has launched Youth, a bi-weekly online newsletter designed to bridge the information gap, and that's between young South Africans and government opportunities. It will feature career tips, profiles of inspiring youth, business news, and guides on accessing resources. Now, Letsika says the platform aims to tackle unemployment, poverty, and inequality by empowering young people with knowledge and tools for success. The department encourages widespread sharing to ensure young South Africans can access opportunities as well as share their own stories. In other national news, Gauteng generated over 40 billion rand from foreign tourism and 21 billion rand from domestic visitors in the 2024-25 financial year. Now, MEC Lebogang Mayile revealed that events in the province brought in 1.8 billion rand. While the sector has faced geopolitical, climate and economic challenges, Mayile says Gauteng remains resilient and is rolling out plans to boost tourism and grow local businesses. Now, the province aims to strengthen its position as a top travel destination while building a dynamic, sustainable tourism economy. In your international news that's making headlines, 5 men have been arraigned in Abuja over the 2022 Islamist militant attack on St. Francis Catholic Church in Owo, which killed at least 50 worshippers and wounded over 100. Now, prosecutors allege the men had links to Al-Shabaab and plotted other assaults. They pleaded not guilty and will remain in state custody. The trial, set for August 19th, is expected to test Nigeria's capacity to prosecute terrorism cases amid ongoing insurgencies and widespread insecurity in the country. Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump says he will push for Russia to return, quote, some territory, end quote, to Ukraine during talks with President Vladimir Putin, and that's in Alaska on Friday. Now, calling it a, quote, feel-out meeting, end quote, Trump suggested possible land swaps, but insisted Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky would be consulted before any deal. Now, Kiev has rejected any agreement made without its participation. The Kremlin has downplayed prospects of direct talks with Zelensky, while Ukraine's intelligence service says Russia shows no sign of ending the war. And closing up with a celebratory story with this Women's Month, Christy Payne, who is proving that heart strength and a little buzz can go a long way. Based in the beautiful KwaZulu-Natal Midlands, the award-winning beekeeper started out with just a few hives after working as a game ranger. Now, she's mentoring 17 mostly female beekeepers, helping them build skills and incomes in a field once dominated by men. Now, Christy also encourages farmers to plant bee-friendly crops that support both nature as well as food security. One of only 3 certified honey and mead judges in South Africa, her mission is sweet and simple: empower women and protect bees, because without them, the world just wouldn't bloom. A great high note to end off your news for this Tuesday morning. Let's hope the same carries across in the world of sports with Graham.
My friend, there is ample to get excited about on the sporting horizon. Let's start with rugby. And Rassie Erasmus has named 18 World Cup winners in his Springbok squad for the upcoming Rugby Championship opener against Australia at Ellis Park this Saturday. So one of the big shifts, Siya Kolisi starts at number 8 for the first time, at least in a Bok jersey. He's done it for the Sharks. While Eben Etzebeth, he enters the field to take his record to 134 caps. That officially moves him into the world's top 10 most capped players of all time. Incredible. Then on the field, Manie Lebok and Grant Williams, they steer an exciting backline as the Boks chase a 5th straight win over the Wallabies. Maybe some revenge for the Proteas. Now let's get on to football, and a new season awaits us and a new look for Jack Grealish. He is set to join Everton on loan for the 2025-26 Premier League season. That was after falling out of favour with Man City last season, making only 7 league starts last term. The 29-year-old England international signed for a then British record of £100 million in 2021. He'll now become Everton's marquee summer signing as David Moyes looks to build on the amount of progress they have made and strengthen ahead of that Premier League opener, and it's at Leeds on the 18th of this month. And staying with footballing news, the Spanish Football Federation has now officially approved moving Barcelona's 20th of December La Liga match against Villarreal to Miami's Hard Rock Stadium in what would be a first top-flight league game staged outside of Europe. So the plan, still pending UEFA and FIFA approval, comes ahead of La Liga's winter break and then follows the President of Spain's Super Cup being held in Saudi Arabia, clearly trying to drive the footballing brand into new spaces. Now let's get on to tennis, and as we build towards the US Open, the next big Grand Slam, it's all going down in Cincinnati right now. Carlos Alcaraz overcame a second-set lapse to beat Damir Dzumhur 6-1, 2-6, 6-3 in his first match since his Wimbledon final. The Spaniard, who very uncharacteristically made 44 unforced errors, was able to steady himself in the decider to progress to the Cincinnati Open, where he was, of course, runner-up last year. And elsewhere on the courts, third seed Alexander Zverev looks very strong, cruising past US wildcard Nishesh Basavaredi 6-3, 6-3 in just over an hour to send a clear message to his opponents as well. Well, that's where we leave our sport for now. Good luck to the Proteas as they take on Australia a little bit later this morning. But right now, let's get you prepped for your work journey ahead, and hopefully not too much to report on.
Well, thank you, Graham. Let's touch down with your roads, and just in one spot today, out in Somerset West in Cape Town, because traffic is extremely slow moving on the N2 outbound before Victoria Road. So just a heads up, do allow for some additional travel time and maintain a safe following distance if you are making use of that particular route. All the best out there as you brave the weather and the traffic. For now, though, let's get into your weather news. In environmental news this morning, Minister of Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment, Dion George, has reaffirmed South Africa's strong backing for urgent global action on plastic pollution. Now, speaking from Geneva, where a South African delegation is attending UN negotiations, George says the goal is a legally binding treaty. Now, plastic production has surged from 2 million tons in 1950 to 470 million tons in 2022. South Africa has drafted regulations to ban all microplastics with penalties of up to 10 million rand or 20 years in prison for repeat offenders. Now let's close off with that cherry on top. That is our sunrise morning view of this hour. And from our GQ Ebecha, Roxy is representing you so incredibly well. Yes, 21 degrees is what you can expect on paper, but look at what you can actually anticipate for the day ahead. In fact, it looks like you're on a tropical island somewhere in the world, and I absolutely love that for you, GQ. I love how the sun is just peeking on over and the colors of the sky letting you know that today is going to be a good day. Now, we still have the rest of the week to get through, so please take our number down if you don't have it already. That WhatsApp number is 063 036 9649 to send a picture through as we check out your temperatures for this Tuesday.
Up he's leading the charge. Thank you for those beautiful sunrise views. Keep them coming. We'd love to see how you wake up. Let's return the favor and give you a little something. Well, it's nothing little about this at all. In fact, if you play your Powerball and Powerball Plus today, There is 47 million rand waiting in that total estimated jackpot this Tuesday. So please get on board. Play your Powerball for an estimated 10 million rand. Then Powerball Plus weighing in at 37 million rand today. That is massive. So please, hopefully by now you know the drill. But if not, go and get your tickets. You can do it in store. You can go online, National Lottery. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking setup. There's generally a little drop down on your profile. Or you can just dial *120 *7529 hash for USSD. And if you've forgotten them already, you can go straight to the Expresso socials if you're not there already checking out our content. And we'll remind you throughout the day. We can't give you the winning numbers, though. That's on you. Go and just to dream them out of that special place, put them down, and you could be winning Powerball Plus for 47 million rand, my friend.
That's a lot of rands, is all I'm saying.
How many air fryers could you buy with 47 million rand?
I could buy 47 million air fryers. Why not?
She doesn't need to, because one's just been taken on the wedding registry.
Yes, and a couple more to go. Don't worry.
I want to get married again. I want a wedding registry
I'll
again.
share my things with you. I'll bring the air fryer into studio. Now listen, I think about the fact that the Crazy Store, which maybe also made it to my registry, has been celebrating 28 years of being around, and you and Karishma had a bit of a moment of competition together.
A little showdown. I didn't think she would be as competitive as she is. No, she's awesome, and we are good mates. So we had a lot of fun going. Probably a little crazy.
Yeah, a little bit. You're allowed. You're allowed. And then we also touch base with our artist for today, who's going to be talking and maybe even performing that viral hit called Magodimba. I can't wait to get into it. It comes your way straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
welcome back, Nzansi. Always so good to be with you right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. You're still hanging out with us, and we are hanging out with a superstar. I am talking about a man that created a song that actually went and has now gone over and above all of the borders of this world. I say that because the likes of Ciara are doing his challenge. The likes of people that are within this country that are of the biggest names, Casper, Vest, NNN, are doing the Magumba challenge. We're talking about the artist who came with this song. And of course, Upamela, aka Mr. Magumba, is the one who came with the dance challenge itself. But listen, family, today we get to celebrate Ukade. He is the artist that hails from a free state that has told the world, I'm here, I have arrived. And we're so excited to celebrate him today because he is someone that is literally taking his music career seriously and making a huge success out of it. And honestly and truly, when we talk about breaking records, this guy is doing it in his sleep. Yeah, it's true. Each and every day, it is just going stream after stream after stream. Everyone, let's give him a feel-good welcome. It's Kade. Kade, how are you, my love?
I'm great, man. How are you doing?
Good. I'm amazing, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm Magumba. That's what I am.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm here. Thank you very much.
I
see. I want the Magumba because
Yeah.
I feel like it's so incredible what you are achieving right now. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
How are you feeling? Is it surreal to see your song doing this? Because, I mean, we were talking about it now about the
Yeah.
fact that your song is not brand new.
Yeah.
But it was Upamela that came through with the dance challenge.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now you're breaking records.
The way everything happened, I would honestly say it's all God, man. It's all God because with all the work that we do, we always do it through prayer.
Yes.
Always believing in what you're doing and all of that. So it got to a point where the guy that we're talking about, Pimelo, they call him Mr. Magumba.
Yes.
He literally directed people to the kind of music that I'm making because I don't make music that is already out there that people are used to. So I always try to innovate and come up with type of different styles, something new.
Yeah.
So it's always hard to get people to understand the type of sound that you're doing. So he helped me literally, how can I say, get people to get directed to my type of sound.
Yeah.
And now people who are watching the sound, they're like, okay, now we're starting to see there's someone new style, new sound.
That's right.
Yeah, shout out to my boy. Yeah.
Go Pamelo, we love it. And we honestly love what you're doing, Buti. And this is why I want us to even go back to the beginning before we look at the future. You know, where did the love of music start for you? You know, who were some of your musical influences even that got you to this point?
Wow, it's such a long list. Because firstly started at home.
Yeah.
Started at home with my father. My father is a choir conductor. He's a teacher. My mother too. So growing up in a household where your parents are always singing, like you see that love that they have for each other when they share music. My father loved the reggae, jazz type of sound. My mother was into the Afro pop. Like, so I if I'm with my mother in the car while we're riding, going somewhere, I'm always singing the songs. When I'm with my father, I'm always singing the song. So it's something that just naturally came. Then from all of that, I would say it's something that comes from the family. It started there. Then from there on, it just keep on growing with people that I met.
Yeah.
And all of that, yeah.
And when did you officially start making music as
officially? Wow. Officially, I would say 2014, 2013.
Really?
Yeah, 2014, 2013. So it's, I think, 15 years ago.
That's crazy.
I would
and
say
now
that.
look at you. Sometimes, you know, an overnight success, it takes 14 years.
Yeah, people
you know what
don't
I
know
mean?
that. Yeah.
That's amazing, Buti. And you're doing so well. And this is why, you know, even in terms of the song, a lot of people are chatting about it. There's a lot of different things about who does the song actually belong to.
Yeah.
Clarify this for us. Whose song is Umakumba?
I'm the primary artist. I'm the primary artist, but I made the song with a producer and a DJ called Keita, also from the Free State, but I think he originally comes from the Northern Cape.
Okay.
And also then after doing the song with Keita, there were certain elements that were missing because in terms of production and the way I want to create a type of sound, I always try to direct it to certain people that I know are going to make it the way that I want to. That's when I took it to PKMZ. There's a guy, PKMZ, shout out also to my boy. PKMZ, then he added a few elements that made it street savvy and what I actually wanted. Then it's been a go from there on.
I love that. And it is A for awake, Esana, because you guys are just, you're killing it, going at 200 miles per hour. We love it. But also, I mean, I feel like even at the beginning of the interview, right? I said, I'm Makumba. And then I said, no, but I want Makumba. What does the song mean? I want to use it properly, please.
No, I'm Makumba.
Yes.
Yeah, Makumba is actually, there's a lot of languages that have certain meanings, the word Makumba, but with me, it's street slang that derives from actually money.
Yes.
Yeah, money. So the way I was describing it, I was talking about money in abundance. So like never-ending cash. You know, I would.
Izaga.
Yeah.
The Madivas. Are you getting all the Madivas now?
They must give me my Matibas. They still. Yeah, I'm getting there.
You're getting there. He's not happy with the amount of Makumbas. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm happy.
But it could be better.
Yeah, it could be better. Hence, I'm saying more and more and more.
More and more abundance.
Yeah.
You're doing so amazing.
Thank you so much.
And I love the fact that, like you said, you know, this specific song is now driving people to listen to the rest of your music, which is so exciting.
Yes.
And we cannot wait to just see you keep going just from strength to strength.
Thank you
well
so
done.
much, man.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
I'm so excited as well because he's not going anywhere, Mzansi. This man right here, he is going to be performing for us. It's going to be happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. So make sure you do not go anywhere, because we're going to be doing the dance challenge from TikTok. We want Makumba, we want more money, okay? And more than anything else, we want more Feel Good. You're still hanging out with us, your Feel Good family, right here on S3. Right about now, I got to ask, Cape TZ Fo Sheezy, are you feeling good?
One word, Magumba.
Yeah.
I don't know the viral dance challenge, so I must just be careful on these streets.
You nailed it. No,
I definitely did not. I've never nailed a dance in my life, but I keep trying, okay? Maybe it's a time for me to dip out, okay, when the dance challenge arrives. With the Dip Out with the Omar campaign, we have celebrated your unbelievably unique ways to dip out, to refresh and savor every moment with your favorite rusks, or escape those moments that you don't want to be a part of.
With Rusk in hand.
Exactly.
Now, as we wrap up, it's time to put those dip out instincts through their paces one final time. So brace yourself for the ultimate Would You Rather.
Oh, and what I've liked about this Would You Rather series, it's been process work. It's like we've been doing some self-evaluation, recalibration to back ourselves. You want to make a decision, just do it. You don't have to run and hide.
Full conviction.
Okay, if you want to leave, just leave. Okay, now I'm going to frame it exactly like that.
Okay.
Would you rather sneak out of a party quietly with your rusk stash in your bag, a little ninja bomb, or would you boldly announce, proclaim, I'm leaving to eat Omar Rusks in bed? Deal with it.
The latter.
Oh, for sure.
I love that. I am leaving to eat my Omar Rusks in my bed.
I have you would take someone else's rusks. You would just grab their rusks. I'm going.
I'm done.
This party sucks. I'm out of here. I'd probably ninja bomb, I think. Yeah, I'd be worried that in this space someone would take my rusks. Okay. Okay, we
Apparently
are.
your reputation precedes you. Our producers just say you do.
I do.
ninja bomb.
You have to, man. Hey, I'm well oiled in the club scene.
This
hey,
is true.
you know, I've been leaving clubs early for many, many years. Okay, now you've got to develop the game. You got to. Okay, so let's see if this redeems me. Would you rather skip a Sunday brunch for a solo rusk and coffee date on your balcony? How good does that sound?
That sounds pretty good.
Or would you bring a bag of rusks to brunch and share the love?
That sounds better. Because I felt a bit of FOMO when you said that.
Oh, really?
I'm going to go at the brunch and I'm going to bring my contribution, which is the rusks.
Because you get them for free, because you nick them from work.
Well,
You
it's a
see, I'm
win-win.
beginning to understand you
It's a
more and
win-win.
more. Right now, I'm feeling very socially awkward, so I would like time alone on my balcony just to chill, because it's a lot at the moment.
And how many rusks do you go through in your chill session?
3 at least.
Yeah, that
at
sounds
least,
right.
I say. I don't want to kind of cut myself down at the knees before we even get started.
Okay, wait, I got one for you.
Okay.
Would you rather miss the movie premiere to re-watch one of your comfort shows with Omar Rusk, maybe The Wife in Hand too, or would you go to the cinema but smuggle in the Rusk for the ultimate snack break? Now, we won't say this out loud. We're not going to judge you. Which one would you do?
I feel like I have to do the other one that we're not going to really do. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Ever.
Because it just sounds so exciting. And it'll be the one thing that's crunchier than the popcorn in the movie theater.
You'll be like, wait a minute.
What are you going to dunk in it? Because how do you dip out when you... Just going to... Hey? Okay, we are both trying that. The first person to kicked out wins, okay?
I like that. I would like to try this dipped in Coke. I think that would be quite fun.
Ooh.
Okay, would you rather Have
Okay.
a dip out moment in the mountains with rusks and a view of Ryle, or dip out in the city with headphones on, walking and snacking in your own world.
Oh, I missed Ryle a lot. I'd love to
Yeah.
see Ryle prancing on a mountain somewhere.
I'm pretty sure you would.
Hey? He might feel a little foamy because he likes to make his little pancake things that everyone talks about.
You have yet to experience.
Exactly. It's because I'm a Rusk guy. He knows.
He
I'm the guy who rocks up
He
to a
brings the
pancake party with a Rusk.
You bring
you
the
know?
rusk. I like to be headphones on in my own world. Don't bother me. Strong, forward,
Hey, just
moving.
walk in these
Just walking
streets.
in the streets.
I know.
With the rusk. With the rusk.
Coming sidewalks. What does the song go?
I think that's the viral dance.
Eating pavements or something along those lines.
Eating the pavements.
Whatever your choice, it's okay because this is about you and what you need in those
true.
moments. And we can joke as much as you want, but we survive with our crazy days, and they are crazy. Trust me, it's like 3 days in
Insane.
one with these little depart moments.
That's true.
You connect with, and I'll bet we work with our best mates, which does help, but you've got to take these moments to check in, whether it's with yourself, with your friend, and having a mode like this where you can just dip out.
Dip out.
Come
It's
on,
the
it
way
makes
to
it so
go.
I'm going to pack these in a bucket and take them home with me so I
The
can sit on my
buttercup.
so I can sit on my balcony and be disturbed every 5 minutes by a child. And my kids will do that. I'm like, just give me 10 minutes and then
Please.
we're going to carry on with the rugby tournament because it's always rugby tournaments now. And they will literally stand and watch me. Is it 15 minutes, Dad?
so cute.
I'm like, no. But I mean, and you feel like you're failing them if you push your children away, so I won't. It's like, kids,
I'll take
man.
care of them while you have your 5 minutes.
Exactly.
How about
And then
that?
you'll want to dip out with your 3 rusks.
a
Whatever
win-win.
life throws at you, whatever it tries to take from you, it doesn't matter. Dip out with Omar. It's here to make every moment, I'm going to say, tasty.
Oh, yes. Chef's kiss. And remember to look out for and try Omar's limited edition hot cross bun flavor. You can tell. It's
I
got
don't
me in a
mind if I do.
chokehold. I love it. It's nostalgic and makes for the perfect dip every single time.
I'm going
Do it.
5.
5.
1. Whoa. 2. 3.
Do it, do it.
4. Oh, I'm pushing the limit.
One more.
5.
It's the best bite of your
Is
life,
6
I
too much?
promise. No.
Is 6 too much?
Yes.
I got to try a 6. Hold. Hold. It was like the Titanic. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, what a great bite.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in trouble.
Dip out with Omar this winter. Tasty, filling, and oh so satisfying. The ultimate winter snack.
It was a good bite, right?
It was a really good bite. And they don't kid around. When they talk about hot cross bun,
Yeah.
I mean, it's hot cross bun
It
in your mouth.
is.
It's
Delicious.
absolutely amazing.
All right.
Magumba. Are we ready to dance? Well, we're not taking on the viral dance challenge,
try.
but you can. We're going to have, I suppose, a klein vrijdag on a Tuesday today.
Why
which
not?
is
Every
fine.
day's a weekend when it comes to your Feel Good Breakfast show. And also time to bring the competition on. Graham versus Karishma. They had an incredible time together. Maybe, did you? I assume you are.
I
You
only had a
win.
good time if I won.
Okay,
That's all I'm saying.
We'll find out who won in just a bit, and then our very own Chef Clem is coming around to tell us a little bit more about the delicious Clement Gold nachos that you've never even
He was named
experienced
after them.
before.
You know
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
He was. That's why we call him Clem. He was named after them. You'll see now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Have we changed location? Yes, but it is within good reason. Because let's be real, first impressions, they matter.
For sure.
And when it comes to cars, it doesn't get more eye-catching than the Hyundai Alcazar.
From inside and outside. I absolutely love it. Albeit it's still got the new car smell, which is just in itself really, really cool. What I love about this, the complete package. It's bold, it's very modern. There's nothing superfluous in here. It's also functional and it is styled to stand out. It looks beautiful and it comes with some gravitas. So whether it's parked in the driveway and you're just walking past it, admiring it yourself, or you're cruising through the city, looking at Carissa walking with her headphones down the street.
With Omar Rusk.
I think this is going to turn heads. It's beautiful. And it does in studio, even, albeit we parked a car in the middle of our studio.
Every time we're like, what? Whoa. Okay, so I got a question for you, Gray. What is the first thing that you notice about a car? Is it the shape? Is it the wheels, the interior?
It's a little bit of everything, I suppose, but you kind of know the generation or the era of a car by its lights often, because that's become an accent piece. And obviously it's highly functional, and within the tech, it has to operate at a particularly high level because it's one of the safety elements of it. But sleek and efficient LED lights give the Alcazar this beautiful, distinctive signature look, day or night. And it actually looks like two different cars, day and night. If you see its profile at night with the lighting's beautiful. They've used the LED very well.
Very, very well. It's A-shaped, in fact, and the key feature of this car that just makes its presence on the road so unique. It's designed also as part of the Hyundai's new design language. So if you see the lights before the car, I don't blame you.
And what I love is these design, when they talk about a design language, it's like we have a show Bible that we lean on. You need to kind of have a DNA. And then it doesn't matter what phase of the economic journey you're in, you know you're getting a little bit of that at high end, you're getting a little bit of that at your entry level. Those stylistic points are there every way. But it also means that for every car, you're leaning on the best of every other car, which is an amazing thing. Absolutely love it. I think being a gent, one of the first things I notice, the wheels. Okay, 18 inches or more, please. And we've got the alloy where it matters most, not just stylish, bold alloys add a sporty edge, solid road presence. I use the word gravitas a lot when talking about a car like this because it wants to eat the road. Hey, it's just like it wants to chow the journey ahead of you, and I love that, man. It's just got a really, really kind of meaty feel to it.
I love a meaty wheel. You know, 18 inches is great. Okay, so premium finishes inside and out is what I'm here for. I'm an aesthetic girly, and I'm so here for every little bit of the details, from the sculpted exterior lines to the refined interior trims. The Alcazar is really built to impress at every single angle. So when I'm sitting in a car like this, just know that from the outside, or if you're my passenger princess, I'm looking good because the car looks good.
You just call me a princess.
Why not?
Okay, I'll take it today. Okay, and you feel solid, you feel protected, so there's space, but it's still compact. I love it. I love a car that makes a statement visually, but also in how it performs, and this definitely has the presence. So whether it's your daily drive or maybe your weekend flex, the Hyundai Alcazar was designed to impress, and it does. And not just those looking, but you as you drive it.
Come on, just some sunglasses is all you need. Bold looks, premium designs, undeniable confidence on wheels. So stay tuned as we check out some of these features and also the finishes firsthand. And it is good.
And it's one of those that's primed for a road trip because it's got the space, it's got the comfort, it performs really well, and it's great on the economy. But it's the kind of space we live in our cars. It kind of becomes your office away from. So I like the idea of spending a third of my day moving from one crazy space to another crazy space in this. Beautiful.
100%. Okay, Zanele, I know that I look good, but I hope that you can agree that I look good as well. In fact, when you're down in the mother city, how about you come along and enjoy a road trip along with me?
She can be the princess.
She's the princess, the queen, in fact.
Oh, thank you, my comfy Cape Town family. You guys look so lovely in that beautiful car. I love it. But, my friends, I also love the fact that we get to celebrate so many things right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And Mzansi, it is all about the crazy store. Yes, the one that we grew up with. I say that because they have been around for 28 years, celebrating a big number. And, of course, as your Feel Good Breakfast Show family, we had to show up in the biggest way. They did not blow out their candles quietly. Oh, no, darling. It is the biggest, most incredible bash. And, of course, it was Graham as well as Karishma that showed up to show out in the name of trolley dashes and getting into more of the things that we love when we say that we are 100% celebrating. So, friend, I say that, yeah, there's non-stop energy and non-stop craziness that happened with them showing up at the store, but more than anything else, it's belly laughs. Let's check out what exactly went down when they went through to the crazy store to celebrate with crazy.
It's birthday celebration time at the Crazy Store, and after 28 years of fun, of flair, and giving us, well, pretty much everything we never even knew we needed, it's time for the ultimate in-store showdown. Think lots of birthday balloons, very big birthday energy, and yes, the great Crazy Dash.
There are 10 promo ends and a set of birthday-themed clues. The first presenter to crack the clue and complete the challenge gets to add their item to their basket. If you come second, you get nothing. The presenter with the most items in their basket at the end takes the win.
Your first clue is they're soft, they're snuggly, and ready to hug. Find your fuzzy friend, no need to tug. Once you find it, make sure to do a little birthday dance for us. 3, 2, 1, go!
You have to do your dance, Graham! You have to do your dance! Dance,
Your next clue. It rolls, it bounces, it's fun on the run. Your next stop's where all the games are won. Once you find this one, make sure to throw it in this basket. 3, 2, 1, go!
It's a bit of a weird bounce, but...
Your next clue. Tiny kitchens or toolkits to build. This ends where imagination is filled. The challenge is, once you find this thing, you have to do a 5-second skit for us. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go!
Go. I don't know.
Oh, Graham.
Okay.
You look so beautiful. That really brings out the shade in your eyes.
Thank you.
Love it.
I'm back my eyelid.
I love it. A little bit of lippy to finish off that look. Picture perfect.
You definitely take this one.
So, with our next prize, I need you to take a selfie with this one.
Okay.
Okay. Say cheese. It's time to frame the fun.
Frames! Frames!
Don't forget to take your selfie.
That's better than any selfie I could take.
Stripes, dots, bananas stew. Find where funky fashion starts at your shoe. Once you grab this prize, you got to do a little birthday walk with it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Your time starts now.
Where are they?
Wait. No.
Wrong appendage. Oh, these are too awesome. I love it. Okay, birthday walk.
Birthday walk. Okay. And... Okay,
I'm killing you
Graham
with this one.
takes this one, I have to admit it.
And French fries. Boom, in the basket. I'm going to take yours as well.
This ends hot. Ooh, literally. Your next clue is where meals get made, minus the flame. You got it?
I think I know. I know.
3.
We're parents, we must know.
3, 2, 1, go!
Wait. Must be. Put you in the air fryer. Oh, wow, would you like some chips? Oh, it's hot, be careful. Oh.
You're a pro. Air fryer cook program, I can tell.
This aisle's for furry friends and wagging tails. Fetch your clue before your opponent prevails.
Pets, it's got done.
It's not the promo ad,
No, but it's so soft.
Well done, Karishma.
Thank
Looks like
you.
Karishma's in the lead.
Okay, come on, come on.
Okay, you ready for your next one?
Okay.
Yes.
I need you to put your acting skills to the test here. We're going to do a bit of script
okay.
reading, if you will.
Okay.
Are you ready for the next clue?
All right.
Okay, here we are. Adventure, romance, stories galore. Your clues behind the next great lore.
Boom. Must be, surely.
Smart.
Okay, I'm so, I cannot wait for this.
Okay. No, she let out a tired exhale. More likely when I least expect it. He tried not to laugh. He sort of succeeded, but he had a feeling she had heard him snort.
Well done, my friend. Take a bow, take a bow.
It's a good read, it's a good read.
You guys ready for the next clue?
That's the last one.
The last one.
Ooh, girl, okay.
This one's another acting challenge.
Okay.
Vroom, vroom, you're nearly done. Tiny wheels make dashing fun.
Where?
I got
There's
it.
somebody.
Vroom, 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 vroom. Yes! Phew. What a wild challenge. That was one epic birthday showdown. Graham,
Uh-huh.
you were fast, my friend,
Thank
but
you.
style points, I think, are all mine.
And look, you got your new ride and you've earned it. Congratulations, Karishma. You are our
Thank you.
champion and a worthy winner at that. Oh, I love it. Well, from the air fryer to party favors and little cars and even books, I think the 28th birthday at the Crazy Store is going to be one for the books. We've had some fun. I think it's time for you guys to have a little bit of fun as well. We have dashed, we have laughed, we have filled our baskets, and we want you to do the same. So if you get to your nearest Crazy Store, shop any item that you love, you could put yourself in the running to walk away with much more than just a full basket. A Kia Picanto.
You mean drive away, Graham.
Okay, don't rub it in, okay?
Oh man, do you see all the fun that was had, all in the name of celebrating 28 years of the Crazy Store? I'm jealous, I'm not gonna lie, but this is the thing, we want this for you. So my friend, head on over and enter, do the right thing. You saw how much fun Karishma and Graham had, and it could be you as well. But it is a big celebration and a big happy birthday to the Crazy Store. 28 years of absolute craziness and absolute greatness.
Big or small, we have got it all. Everyone will find something at the Crazy Store. It's no wonder South Africa considers the Crazy Store the crazy fun place to shop.
There's only one man I know crazier than the Crazy Store, and it's this guy. Okay, I'm wondering what crazy recipe you dreamt up last night. Now, we've got Supper Club, Dinner Club.
Yes, yeah.
You are taking us all out for dinner tonight in our own homes.
It's going to be a quick dinner. It's going to be under 30 minutes, but that's part of the brief, and that's what we're coming through with. Amazing, flavorful dinners under 30 minutes featuring seasonality. Doesn't get more seasonal than Clem & Gold.
They named Clem & Gold after Clem, eh? Did you know that?
Yeah, I am
really
the unofficial CEO of the company. True story, and it's just what I'm about. Yeah, vitamin C.
And doing something interesting with it. When I see the citrus and I hear the teriyaki, I'm thinking something really, really cool. What's on the menu for tonight?
So we're going to go with a delicious spicy teriyaki chicken breast kebab, a chicken thigh kebab with some herby rice, and then a Clem & Gold jalapeno salsa. How does it? I think that sounds amazing.
Wow,
Under 30 minutes as well.
That is what we are having for dinner tonight, and that sounds great. And then we're going to check out, I know he's got gorgeous features, okay? But the Hyundai Alcazar might have something that beats even these lines, okay? Now, we're going to get into some of the finer details of a beautiful car. It packs a punch as a drive, but the look, the style, the finishing, absolutely exquisite. We'll do our best after this. Welcome back. No, we are not out on the open road. We are still in your Feel Good studio. And yes, we do like driving a car in here just to see how much space we have. That shows you just how compact the Hyundai Alcazar is, but it also packs a punch. It looks beautiful, as you can see, from the side, from the front, from the back, and from the inside.
Absolutely. Now, earlier on, we spoke about how the Hyundai Alcazar is styled to impress, but now it's time to see that bold design, but up super close.
So we are in officially our studio demo zone, okay? It's now become a motorsport thing, okay? And we're going to look at some of the features that make this SUV an absolute showstopper. So we mentioned earlier, I kind of see it as your litmus test of where this sits in the technological race. You look for the lights.
Okay, let's switch
No,
them
it's
on.
become such a signature accent on cars. Look at that gorgeous H shape there. That's become a trademark design feature throughout the latest range of Hyundai, which I love. But in the Alcazar, it just works. It adds to kind of the aggressive front end, which I know maybe is not the most feminine term to use when explaining a car, but you want that.
Yeah, if I'm driving on the street, move out the way. Not only because I'm learning how to drive. I'm joking. No, I really would love to dominate the space. There's also a line that goes across in terms of the LED lights that really just puts that extra step and extra zhuzh to the car, which I love.
It's high end.
It's high end.
It's high end, and I like it. And they don't just look sharp. Obviously, they boost visibility, which is vital, giving the Alcazar an unmistakable glow and a unique design. Let's just say they will see you coming, okay? Then I don't know if wheels are as much of an emotional point
I don't think
for you,
so.
but for guys, when we were growing up, you always, before you even thought about the car you were getting, you were thinking about the mags that you were going to get.
mags,
You've got to
I've heard
have
this, yeah.
some alloy underneath the car. These bold 18-inch alloys, they have got the size, but they've also got a beautiful sporty edge. Kind of detail that elevates the entire look.
Yeah.
It's one of those points, it's a jumping off point where someone will look at the mags, look at certain elements to kind of judge. This is, for me, what sells this car.
I feel like
Really
you get
does.
that nod of approval from people all around you as you're pulling up to spaces without even knowing what the inside looks like. They'll be like, clock it, that's a great car. And then it also on the inside has incredible things like the soft touch surfaces, sleek trims, the ergonomic design. The interior really is just as impressive as the outside.
Yeah, and with this soft touch, there is something old school about that.
Yeah.
It's kind of a throwback to the grand car that your granddad worked so hard to get. You want to feel like you're driving in something that is premium. And obviously this has a price tag that is a bit more accessible than most in the space, which I love as well, because there is nothing wasted or superfluous, as I said earlier here. It's not tech for the sake of. Everything is functional and beautiful.
Serves its purpose.
And the design thread, what do we call it? The design language across Hyundai's entire range at the moment. You can kind of feel where they're going, and it's great. It's a really powerful statement to make.
Okay, well, if it's speaking your language then and you want to step in or just roll by, the Hyundai Alcazar commands attention everywhere you go. It's all about style with plenty of substance, modern, bold, and refined, designed to impress, I'd say, and also it delivers on its promises.
Yeah. So now we want to know what your favorite design feature of the Hyundai Alcazar is, and we've given you a few. So head over to the socials right now and let us know. And who knows, pretty soon you might find yourself living your best life.
Oh, I'll hoot to that. Woo!
Oh, that's quite a nice hoot, actually.
When you're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
From the car to the kitchen, something good is cooking. What's cooking good looking?
We're going to be kicking off with some amazing teriyaki chicken. Kicking chicken. Good looking kicking chicken.
I love to see
I
it.
am so excited. I love chicken dishes. I know like people are like chicken boring. No.
No, we have the chicken.
I feel like chicken is just the unsung hero because it is so versatile. And if you think about the proteins, it's the one that comes in like a little more wallet friendly.
This is true.
And the creative things you can do with it just.
Willie's does it every single time. Now listen, it is the debut of the Woolies Supper Club, your go-to destination for quick flavor-packed dinner ideas. And of course, you saw Chef Clem is here, firing up irresistible. Listen to this, all right? Teriyaki glazed chicken kebabs, bringing the perfect balance of sweet and savory to your plate. And the cherry on top, you'll have this all under 30 minutes. Is that a promise you can keep?
It is. We've got to put the plate on. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. First things first, make sure you got your griddle pan on, and that's actually an important step of the recipe.
Right. And the 30 minutes only start after you do that.
Exactly, because this is cast iron, it holds heat really, really well.
Okay.
But it takes a good minute to actually heat up. So,
amazing.
Heat up.
Heat it up.
We're going to talk about teriyaki. So it's a beautiful balance of like Asian flavor. You can do it.
There's a lot going on here. Where do I begin?
So I'm going to talk you through it.
Okay.
So what we've got is we've got our beautiful chicken thighs.
In a beautiful plate.
Thank you. I do love it too, from Woolies.
Okay.
So I like chicken thighs because they don't dry out as much as chicken breasts do, okay?
Right.
However, if you're going to work with chicken breast, this marinade actually saves you because a lot of that moisture like, really like gets into the meat.
Okay.
So chicken breast is not going to dry out as much as it usually does.
These are deboned chicken breasts.
It's lazy, but I love it.
I love it. I'm here for it. Okay. What do we do?
Okay, so let's start with soy sauce. Soy sauce, we've got the everything soy from Woolies. You're going to do that for me. And I want you to feel it with your heart. So soy is going to give us that saltiness, that umami, that savoriness. So you don't, I'll do that for you.
Okay, thank
there
you.
we go. So you don't need a lot of it, but you need it to season it. Then we got some toasted sesame oil. Okay, so I'll do
soy.
this. Everything soy.
Okay.
Boom.
I've got sesame. How
Go
much?
for sesame.
Just a little?
That's perfect.
Okay.
Good thing about sesame is you don't need a lot to actually get the flavor out of it.
Okay.
For it to do its magic, so a little bit goes a long way.
Rice seasoned with salt and
There we go. So this is rice vinegar, which is actually, yes, a little bit of acidity, but a little bit of sweetness as well.
I can smell that.
You can add that.
Little
there.
bit.
Little bit. Perfect.
Okay.
Then I'm going to ask you to go ahead with some tomato sauce, with some honey, and then you can do some garlic and ginger for us as well.
Okay,
there we go.
perfect.
So you got that. And then very important, what you're going to do is you're going to squeeze at the end a whole lot of lemon gold juice all over it.
Okay.
If you can do this like 4 hours before the time, you're going to be winning at life. I would not do it overnight. I don't think it needs to go overnight.
Especially not chicken breasts.
Exactly. I think the tenderizing happens in enough time.
Yeah.
So there we go. A little bit of tomato sauce, mix. Boom, garlic, ginger, chili.
Nice.
On that, boom. And then we'll finish up with our lemon gold juice. Now, what I'm going to do to go with the chicken. Oh, yes, I like it. You got that.
I've got it done. But wait, I don't have lemon gold juice. I need some of that.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. That is
So
fine.
once you've let it marinate, and I like marinating first and then skewering.
Yeah.
So you really are sure that a lot of that sauce is getting into every little bit of chicken. I talk a lot, eh?
I like that you talk a lot. Okay.
Right. I'm back to talking.
Here we go. There you go. Oh, look, all done.
Here we go. Mingle.
Mingle.
Boom. Skewer. Look what Carissa's made. Carissa, amazing.
Are you impressed?
So impressed. So wait. I'm not going to put it down yet because I can feel, I can hear that's not hot enough just yet. Let's talk about the rice. So we're not going to make rice, okay? Part of Supper Club is the fact that we're going to get dinner done in like 30 minutes or less. So my hack is, first off, when you make rice on a Sunday, I usually make rice on a Sunday, make a big batch.
Okay.
I don't have to make again during the week. But if you didn't do that, get the Woolies ready-made rices. They, especially if you've got like 2 people in the house,
the best.
boom, winning at life.
Yeah.
When it's still hot and it just comes out the microwave, you're going to hit it with some herbage. So we're going to go like
Am I chopping the herbage?
mint, coriander, whatever you want to get the herbs in there. And we're going to toss it through the still hot rice.
So why are the herbs having a bath?
Oh, what I do is I always add my herbs to ice water, especially when the herbs are looking a little, So that just kind of brightens up the herbs and gets them all fresh again. So that's why I keep it in ice water. So cold herbs going into our
I'm smelling
beautiful,
mint, I'm smelling coriander.
all the good things. That's going to get tossed through our warm rice.
Okay, herbs and rice.
The reason we do it when it's still warm is because we want the heat to kind of like, I don't want to say wilt, but kind of wilt our beautiful herbs that are in there. And then the last thing we're going to do before we plate up is we got a beautiful jalapeno and shallot salad. We're just going to slice up some lemon golds and get it in there. Do you want to start plating up for me?
I want to start putting this on
You can put it down. You can put it down. Sizzle.
Sizzle.
There we go.
Sizzle my nizzle.
Oh my goodness, I thought you were going to go somewhere else. Okay, there we go. So beautiful, you want that sizzle. It doesn't take long to cook. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my beautiful lemon gold.
Oh, I like that. Chopping it the other way.
Other way, let me grab a other knife.
There's a knife for you.
There we go, thank you, Carissa.
Of course.
Okay, now we've got like 10 seconds to plate it all up. Okay, cool. So, beautiful rice going down. Mix it all up. Can you add that lemon gold to the little salsa?
See here, just like that?
We're doing this.
Okay.
We've got 10 seconds.
Wow,
rice,
herbs,
There
done.
we go. And we've got our beautiful kebabs over there. I'm just going to borrow it from over here.
Yeah.
We'll put it back. There.
Wow.
Carissa's coming through with the salsa. Do it, Carissa.
Salsa. Just throw it on top?
I think so. And I like serving food on a platter. Imagine it's like individual plates, sure, but then someone puts on this beautiful platter in front of you.
Oh, lovely.
I think it looks so amazing.
That looks good.
Under
And
30
then the
minutes. Under 30 minutes, we worked with our lemon for a little bit of pizzazz at the end.
Okay, I'll put the cheek on.
There we go. Under 30 minutes, we focused on amazing seasonality using Clement Gold, fresh flavors, welcoming summer. It is so, so good. And if there are leftovers, it's going to be an amazing lunch tomorrow.
Wow. Imagine this in a wrap as well. Fantastic.
Oh, yes.
Please get that recipe. Follow at @woolworths_SA for more easy dinner ideas served daily. And find all these ingredients and more. You already know the deal, Expresso fam, at Woolworths, in-store, online, and of course on the app. Happy sizzling, happy eating. Oh, that looks good.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Now, when we say we want you to feel good, we mean it. And this is why we bring you hit makers right here on S3. My friend, I'm going to need you to make some noise because playing us out today, all in the name of his viral track, Makumba, it is none other than Kade. And of course, also on this specific track, it's Keita and PKZ. Everyone, or rather, forgive me, PKMZ. Everyone, let's make some noise for Kade.
Yeah, well.
Shout out to everybody who's been streaming the song, man. Shout out to everybody who's been streaming Makumba. And then I say Bahari. Harige na riri. Makumba, Akumba, ay Kumba, Akumba. Makumba, Akumba, hey Makumba, Akumba. Makumba, Akumba, ay Kumba, Akumba. Makumba, Akumba, ay Kumba, Akumba. Makumba. Akumba, ay Kumba, Akumba. Makumba, Akumba, ay Kumba, Akumba. Makumba, Akumba, ay Kumba, Akumba. Makumba, Akumba, Makumba, 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 Akumba, ay Kumba, Akumba. Hey Makumba, Akumba, ay Kumba, Akumba. Makumba, Akumba, Akumba, Akumba. Hey Makumba, Akumba. Hebatitina, funale malis, funale caches, funale stash. As funama mita, as funama beatas, funama kumba. Hebati sonke, as funama kumba. Yawele. Hebatitina, funale malis, funale caches, funale stash. As funama mita, as funama beatas, funama kumba. Hebati sonke. Funa Makumba, Yawele.
Another feel-good production.
Asifuna mamita, asifuna mabita, asifuna makumba. Sonke, asifuna makumba. Iyawele. Hebati tina, asifuna le mali, asifuna le cash, asifuna le stash. Asifuna mamita, asifuna mabita, asifuna makumba. Sonke, asifuna makumba. Iyawele. Hey, makumba, akumba, akumba, akumba. Iyawele, 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 makumba, akumba, makumba, akumba. Iyawele, man, jo, awele, man, hey, awele, man, hey, awele, man, hey, awele.
His name is Kade Air, one of the biggest artists in Africa right now with one of the biggest tracks, Makumba. You heard it right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And of course, you always got to know, like, share, subscribe, and come along with us for the journey. All in the name of Feeling Good, 6 to 9 a.m., Monday to Friday.